Going on? Are we live yet? There we go. We're live. Okay. What is up, everybody? What is up? I just scarfed down my lunch real quickly, but now here we are, ready to go, talk about some horror films and hopefully hit 10,000 subscribers. So welcome to the stream. If you're watching this on replay, we are currently at 9,992 subscribers. I cannot believe we're almost there already, and I just started the stream. 8 more to go, baby. 8 more subs. We're ready to go. Let's do this thing. So first of all, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat right now. We have Denisha. What is up? What is up? March to 10K subscribers. Let's go. Let's get there, Denisha. Heck yeah. Andrew Trotman is in the chat. Good evening, Jake. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. Hopefully today's the day. Hopefully today is the day. I will not be stopped until I hit 10,000 subscribers. So we have Jen Warner, one of our awesome mods here. What's going on, Jen? What is up? What is up? We also have Jasa here. What's going on? How's it hanging? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Jake. Hi, Jasa. Bobby's Breakdowns. What's going on, Bobby? How's it going? How's it going? Get this man to 10K. That is all. Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. Gavin, what's going on? How's my day? My day's fantastic. I might hit 10K today. I don't know. I can't stop live streaming until I get there, though. So it's going to be fun. I will be here until it happens. Until it happens. It's going to happen. Hopefully. Thank you, Gavin, for showing up, though. I appreciate it. I hope your day is fantastic as well. So I play demos, says, remember me. Of course how could I forget the guy with the NWA cover as his as his profile picture? Of course. Don't forget to like this. Don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe too. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Make sure to make all that happen. And look at that. Look at that little thing. Look at that. Look how fun that is. What's up, Mega Ruru123? Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out with me. Flash Skywalker, what's going on, dude? What's up? What's up? Flash, I know you sent me a Flash sent me something to my PO box. So little disclaimer there with what my PO box is. It's my friend's work where they receive packages all the time, and he has been out sick for a week and a half, unfortunately. So I've not been able to contact him, see him, and he has not been to work in a week and a half. So I'm sure something is sitting there for him. And Flash, soon I will unbox whatever this thing is. I'm very excited. So Johnny Gomez, what is going on, Johnny? I'm more scared about how good Halloween Ends will be than Scream 6. Interesting concern. I think I totally understand that, man. I am worried about Halloween Ends. I'm cautiously optimistic. We've talked a little bit about that with this film. I hope it ends well. This is probably one of the most important new Halloween films out of the bunch that we've just gotten. It's the ending to this timeline, an ending to a timeline, because we haven't seen, in my opinion, a good ending to a timeline yet. They've always had something that I've had a complaint about. I think the H2O ending would have been perfect, but it's ruined by Resurrection. So that's just my opinion. I know some people love it, but Carter Skyland Allen, thank you so much for stopping in the stream. I went live with him yesterday. We talked a little bit about Shark Night 3D, an absolute banger. And don't worry about the mix-ups, man. Listen, when my first stream was awful. I did a stream all the way back. My first stream was in 2019 on a different page, and I accidentally played music on it, and it got demonetized immediately. So listen, it can always be worse. So you killed it, man. You absolutely killed it. It was an awesome stream. Who else have I not said hello to? Justin, thank you so much. Just so you know, when you hit 10K, I will unsub then resub just so you keep streaming. You know what? That's fair. Listen, if we hit 10K during this, I'm not going to just cut the live stream or anything either. It's not going to be okay, 10K, screw you guys, I'm leaving. No, I'm not. It's not going to be like that. I'll probably go for another couple of hours just because I'm excited. This is crazy. So holy shit, it's Ghostface. Oh my god. Where's the clip? There it is.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface.
What is going on, Ghostface? Hello, Jake. Congrats on 10K. Why don't we celebrate with some trivia? Are you up for the challenge? Listen, Ghostface, because of all the trivia questions y'all have been throwing in there, I'm going to do a stream sometime, maybe this weekend is what I'm thinking. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take questions from the audience, and whenever I don't know the answer, I'm going to eat a very spicy hot wing or something along those lines. So I'm going to do that this weekend is what I'm thinking. I think that'll be really funny, really fun live stream, hopefully. So that'll be sick. But thank you for stopping by, Ghostface. Who have I not said? Oh my God, it's another Ghostface.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
Oh my God, there's just so many ghost faces in here. It's crazy. I love how you introduced that new guy last night. Yeah, Carter's awesome. Carter was awesome. He was an absolute gentleman. He loves shark movies. Some good stuff. We had a good stream. What's going on, Voorhees67? Jason is the best of all the killers. Ooh, hot take. I like it. Jason's definitely up there, man. I mean, Jason is for sure like a top tier slasher killer. Is he my favorite though? Jason does have a lot of character without doing too much, especially when you see Kane Hodder in the behind the mask and all that. I love his performance as the character. Sometimes you see a Jason who's not all super like characteristic. He's slow. He doesn't say anything. He's like kind of just a standard run of the mill slasher, but he has an awesome look to him. I love when Kane Hodder plays him. I also love Derek Mears, super underrated in the remake. I love his performances as Jason. Jason is definitely he's brutal. He kills a lot of people. So Jake must be a masochist. Maybe. I like to keep that mysterious. It's a strange thing to put in the live chat. That's funny. But would I want some trivia today? Sure. You know what? Yes. It'll prepare me for the live stream possibly this weekend that I'll be setting up. So, like I said, I'm very pumped. I'm very pumped for that. I'm gonna get like if you guys have ever been to Quaker Steak and Lube, like that's probably my favorite wings I've ever had. So I'm going there, getting some like the spiciest. Like you have to sign a contract because you're not supposed to eat those kind of wings, and that's what I'll have on the stream. I'll also have a gallon of milk with me, which is going to be disgusting, but let's go for it. Charlie is viewed as the weakest male Ghostface, but has the most brutal kills in the franchise with Olivia. That is a good point, Ghostface. You have a point. I think I almost don't view him as like the weakest Ghostface. I view him more as just the least developed Ghostface. We don't get too much time with him. We don't get too much time with the character. We don't get to learn too much about him. He's basically just Jill's accomplice. This is how I feel about Charlie. I wish we would have gotten to know him a little more. Like in Scream 5, Amber was definitely like Richie's accomplice. Like Richie was kind of running the show. Amber was the one kind of doing all the dirty work, and that was kind of the situation with Charlie and Jill. But we actually got to know Amber. Like Amber showed a lot of character in that third act. So that's why I think I do that. The duo in Scream 5 I like a little more than the duo in Scream 4. Although I definitely like Jill more than both Richie and Amber. Even though, man, that's tough though because Amber is so awesome. Like Amber is slowly moving up my list of Ghostface killers. She is slowly getting up there. Christina Blackwell, this is the first live stream. Welcome, Christina. We always have a good time on these live streams. It's a good time. We all just kind of hang out. It's a vibe. It's straight up. It's a vibe. Leatherface is scary. Ooh. It's got some competition for who's the scariest slasher killer out there. I think Leatherface might be a little scarier than Jason. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I think like just concept alone, he's just a scarier character. But that's tough. That's definitely arguable. The Red Bull Ghostface. Red Bull Ghostface. He's like, oh, let's go. Oh, he just goes crazy and starts drinking Red Bull. That'd be awesome. What Lies Beneath is better than Scream? Hot take, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford, everybody. Let's give a round of applause for this amazing actor in the chat right now. It's a pleasure meeting you, Harrison. I have not seen What Lies Beneath, I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what that is. I bet it's fantastic, though. Is it better than Scream, though? We'll have to see. Scream's definitely like a top 10 horror movie for me for so many reasons. Like, it changed the horror genre. We might not even be we might not be here without Scream. Like, that's how important this film was to keeping everything alive. So it's tough. It's tough to say that that's not an awesome movie because of how, like, it's like any horror movie that has come out in like the thousands or beyond. It's like, that's why it's so popular. You know what I mean? It's because Scream made it a fun thing and made it fun to go see horror movies again, where the subject, like the genre itself might have kind of just died out because it's not for everybody. It's something I was talking about with, another guy who watches, my channel Blucka Blucka. We had a good conversation back and forth. I don't know if he's here or not, but shout out to Mr. Blux. We went back and forth talking about like the horror genre and all that, and I was like, well, you know, it's not a genre for everybody. Like you can take anybody to it. You can take your kids to a superhero movie. You can't. I don't think parents or their kids are gonna go see horror movies because it's just not something that is super. You can't take your kid into an R-rated movie, I guess is the big thing I'm trying to say. We're officially at 9,994 subscribers, so we only need 6 more now. Heck yeah. Let's talk about The Thing, says Ashy Slashy. Welcome to the chat, Ashy. I love The Thing. The Thing is so underrated. We were apparently getting a new rendition of The Thing for... Like, we keep getting news about this. Like, in 2020, we got a little bit of news about, like, hey, John Carpenter might be working on some kind of new Thing-related project. And then there was something else last year, and now it's just kind of gone quiet. So, hopefully we get a new Thing. I would love to get, a true sequel to it, like, all these years later. I think that would be a lot of fun. There's a comic book that takes place, like, in the desert. Like, serves as a sequel to that original, and... It's fucking sweet. Like, basically they pick up the dead bodies at the base in Antarctica, and I don't know why I said it like that. Antarctica? Ann Arbor. What am I saying? The place at the bottom or top. I don't even know where Antarctica is. It's cold. It's cold, and I'm kidding. I know where it is. But like they pick up the bodies, they go to research them at their base in like an Area 51 style thing. So and then it's like the creature gets out, starts taking over people and all that. I would love to see that in movie form, and that's what the 2011 movie was supposed to be for the longest time. Frank Darabont was gonna do it, who's like phenomenal director, did The Green Mile and I believe Shawshank Redemption. He's also first season of The Walking Dead, which is why that first season is better than literally every other season of that show. I would have loved to have seen his take on that. Would have loved to see it. So Carrie, what is going on? Carrie's in the chat. What Lies Beneath is not better than Scream, though, but it is still a very enjoyable film. Harrison, you were fantastic in it. Yeah, Harrison Ford was fantastic in that. I haven't seen it, but you know what? Just because Harrison Ford is here, I'm going to say, yeah, good for you. Thank you, Harrison Ford, for dropping by the stream, regardless. I appreciate it. What about a remake/reboot of They Live? I could see it happening, honestly. It's a really good concept for a movie. I love John Carpenter films, by the way. I just absolutely love his movies. They Live is a super underrated one. I know a lot of people may not love that film because it's strange. Like, it's out there, for sure. It's a high sci-fi concept with very silly main characters, like Roddy Piper is his name or whatever is the main character. I don't think he ever acted in anything else. Like, he was this big wrestler, and now he's in this movie called They Live, and it's awesome. I love it. It's a great film. The whole concept itself is something that I feel like could work in a new movie today. I don't know. It's one of those things I feel like is super overlooked. We're bringing back a lot of franchises that it's like, what more could you do with that franchise? Like Texas Chainsaw is one where it's like, I don't know if they can make another great Texas Chainsaw unless they go back to the roots of that franchise, like what that first movie did. That's the only way I could imagine them doing another great Texas Chainsaw film. But with that, They Live, you could totally do a remake of that today. And like, you have to have the social commentary that movie had. You have to talk about the consumerism aspect of it because that's so important that's one of the most iconic things about They Live. I would love to see that. I think that'd be awesome. In what movie was an individual thrown down the stairs after being possessed by a demon? The Exorcist? Yeah, like I'm pretty sure she throws herself down the stairs, I think. Right? Sure. She does the spider crawl thing and then all the blood comes out of her mouth. That's a great movie. My dad actually just watched that last night, which is so funny. He was telling me about it. I want the sequel to the Blob remake that they teased at the end of the movie. One day. I love the Blob remake. It is fantastic. That is one of those movies that's just like, oh, it feels so 80s, It's one of those like that. The Stuff is another one where it's like, it's so 80s and I love it. It's good stuff. Ashy Slashy says another channel like yours needs more subs. Slasher in Suits. Ooh, I don't think I've ever heard of this channel. I'll have to look up Slasher in Suits. Great title. Great great name, first of all. I'm cooking up a second channel right now. I just don't have time to work on it, but I do have a really cool name for the second channel. I kind of hate KillJoy Jake, I'm not gonna lie. Like it sounds like I'm a douchebag who spoils movies or something. But my second channel name I cooked up. I kind of like it. I'm very excited for doing that eventually. Probably when we're done with all the really serious stuff with the movie is when I'm gonna start that. So like late fall is what I'm thinking. Like September, October is probably when I'm announcing that. I'm really excited though. We have a really cool idea for a horror-based channel, so you guys will see. You guys will see then. We need a new Blob movie. Yes, I would love to see another one of those. Why not? we need more like goofy. We need more goofy horror. You know, like we've gone through this run of like really serious horror, and it's been great. Don't get me wrong. Like I love it, but for a change of pace, we could use some like goofier, sillier movies. Like let's get a new Blob movie. Let's get a new The Stuff film. Why not Return of the Living Dead? Why don't do another one of those that's like actually like the original two films opposed to literally the rest of the films in that series? You know, there's 5 of those. There's 5 of those movies, and the last 3 you don't even need to watch. Like they're very okay. The third one's not horrible, but like there's a 4 and a 5 that came out in like the thousands, I believe, and they are nothing like those original 2 films. It's very strange. It's like this is in the same franchise? That's so weird. I don't know. I would sacrifice my firstborn for a sequel to The Blob, says C-Man. I did not know there was that much love for The Blob. Hell yeah, let's go. I think it could happen, 100%. My rectum is ready for 10K. Mine too. What? Up the ass, Frank. What is this? Well, welcome, Franklin. That's so funny. Do you watch international horror movies? First of all, absolutely yes. 100% I do. Goodbye Mommy, Anatomy, High Tension, Suicide Club. So I've seen 2 of those. Goodbye Mommy and High Tension. I loved both of them. I recently watched High Tension for the first time, and wow, that was phenomenal. I really enjoyed that one. Goodbye Mommy, the twist at the end totally got me. Like it took me a minute to understand what was happening, because it's like, is the mom just ignoring that kid or what's going on? But then you find out the truth of what's going on. I loved that movie. It was fantastic. I wish I could show you guys the live thing, because YouTube does not update on the channel pages the live subscriber count all that often. There we go, 9.99. So that, yeah, it just updated. I am currently, like what I'm looking at my channel analytics, it says 9,996. So we need 4 more. Let's go. 4 more subs, almost there. But welcome, Kiki. Welcome to the stream. Ice Free, what's going on? 9.99. Let's go. We're almost there, baby. 4 more people. 4 more. We can do it. Jill and Amber fighting would have been dope, though. Yeah, I feel it. 100%. Who would win that fight? Let's see it. What does the chat think about that? Jill versus Amber. What do you guys think about that? Who wins that fight? Yeah, Jen, something I want to tell my mods too is the only time I say to the only time to get rid of a chat or block somebody is if they're being disruptive, hate speech. If I say like, hey, get that person out of there, like yeah, just don't overdo it, you know. It's all good. It's all good. I do appreciate your guys' help though, of course. What's up, Maverick? Welcome. I saw you this morning, Maverick, on Craven's stream. Welcome to the Jake stream, where we're trying to get to 10K. Nearly there. Nearly there. I think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna freak out when it does. Oh, let's go. 9,997. I'm gonna start dabbing every single time. Maybe that makes me lose subscribers though. So maybe I don't do that. I'm seeing Jill supremacy here, by the way. Jill, welcome Jacqueline, by the way. Jill, totally. Did anyone even say Amber? The more I watch Scream 5, the more I love Amber. There we go. Okay, yeah, I love Amber too. Like I said, like It's I'm starting to like Amber's starting to move up my list a little bit. So I'll have to re-rank the killers after 6 comes out because I definitely have a different. I feel like my ranking is constantly changing with that. It's so tough, you know. It's so tough to say one way or the other with the killers because a lot of them are great. I think for the majority of the Ghostface killers, even in the TV show, I like the majority of them. There's only a few I don't. So. I think Jill will destroy Amber. That's what everyone's saying. Yeah. HR, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Heck yeah. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I've not said hello to you, Mr. or Mrs. HR. Welcome. I like your profile picture, by the way. I don't know what that is, but it's really pretty. I want to travel. I miss traveling so much. Oh, I gotta go to a film festival. 10K in 3, 2, 1. I hope so. You know, I better be checking because I'm really close now. So I might. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? 3 more. Still need 3 more. Almost there. Let's go. My channel name causes concerns for some people. I only want to make you laugh. I will make booty jokes, but that's it. Booty jokes are okay. You know, butts are funny, as they say. What's up, Corey? What's up? Sending good vibes from Winnipeg. Thank you so much, Corey. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Thank you for saying hello. I appreciate that. Dress up as Ghostface for 10K. Well, listen, I 100% will, but I don't have the costume with me at the moment. I am ordering a bunch of. I actually just got the email that like, hey, your part of your costume's on the way for Red Right Hand. So I can't say why or what, but. Yes. Noah Fleck is in the chat. What is going on, Noah? Welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We're going to be talking horror movies, talking a whole bunch of stuff. I know we're like 20 minutes into this, but I'm still talking about it like we're just starting. So I'm going to start dabbing every single time I get a new subscriber. So we're going to refresh this page again. Where are we at now? Still 97. Still 97, baby. But when that does happen, when I do throw out the bam, the dab.
I'm addicted to dabbing. I've had issues going out in public before.
That video cracks me up. I love it. James Kaleo, one of our channel members, is here. What is going on, James? I kick ass for the Lord. Father Magruder. That's funny. I like that. Samara Weaving for Scream 6 as Ghostface. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, Johnny. I hope so. That would be awesome. That would be awesome for that to happen. I really think she would play such a good Ghostface. I mean, like, here's the other thing too. If Radio Silence casts her in this movie, I feel like for sure she's gonna be the killer, or like Final Girl energy, something along those lines. You can't just have my girl Samara Weaving in there and then kill her off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Dabbing, you smoke. I can't confirm or deny that on a live stream. But I do like to do bam those dabs. So. Do I like doing the other dabs too? I'll leave that up to interpretation. Samara Weaving for Scream 6. Welcome, Tori. Yes, 100%. Samara Weaving. Let's get her in this. Let's have it happen. I dare you to prank call Craven as Ghostface. I will for the next stream. If we hit 10K right now, I will dress up as Ghostface and it'll happen. I will 100% be able to dress up as well. Actually, I can't say 100%, but I will try to dress up as Ghostface for the next the live stream one. Wait, what am I saying? For the next Lethal Collective live stream. That's what I meant to say. I'm like, what? That didn't make any sense. By the way, we are at 9,998. Bam!
I'm addicted to dabbing. I've had issues going out in public before.
I can't. Yeah, I can't do that. I gotta keep doing that. Screw it. Justin, I am not in California, but Delta 8 is legal in where I am, so there's at least that. That's all I'm gonna say. Once again, cannot confirm or deny that, bottled soda. But welcome to the stream. Welcome. Dress up as Stu and call Fate. You know what? I will. I'll call him. I'll call that. I'll call him up and I'll be like, I'm alive, bitch, and just like hang up. That's what I'll do. And then Fate will be like, what? Like, what are you even talking? That doesn't make any sense. He won't know that I'm dressed up as Stu. It'll be really funny though. That video is breaking me. I saw that like a long time ago, like when those guys posted that, and I was like, I have to clip that for my stream. Now that I've made it a thing that I dab, it's funny. So, says, welcome to the stream, by the way. Says, do you think Billy manipulated Stu? And I say yes, 100%. I think that Stu maybe wasn't all that down for killing. You know, maybe Stu was kind of just chilling. He wanted to be friends with Billy. And like he says, there's that line about like, Sydney calls him on the phone and is like, so, Stu, why did you do it? Why did you start killing? What's your motive? And he just goes, peer pressure. Like, it's very funny. But also, if you think about that, if you look into the dark corners, the dark recesses of Stu's mind, it makes you think like, oh, he was totally manipulated by Billy a little bit. He doesn't seem like an alpha also, which is an interesting aspect to his character. Oh my God, am I at 10K? Holy crap. I'm not even paying attention. Let's go. Am I there? Am I there? Oh my God, let's go, baby! 10K! Holy crap, let's go! Oh my God, Flash, thank you so much! There we go. Oh my God, this is nuts. Holy crap, 10K, thank you so much, Flash. Congrats, between this and Red Right Hand, you must be living your best life. Don't worry about the mail, just get it when you can. Hail Ratma! Flash, thank you again for the super chat. Holy crap, that's nuts. Wow, we're only 26 minutes into this too. Thank you, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. We're at 10,000. We're gonna stream all afternoon though. Let's just keep streaming. Let's keep it going, is what I say. So my page froze. There we go. Let's get this going. Well, now we have dipped below 10K, but I'm sure that will change. I'm sure everyone's unsubscribing because they're like, let's unsubscribe. Let's keep Killjoy Jake going. Don't worry. We're gonna keep going. We're at 10K pretty much. So cool. What's a good thing I can play right now? America, fuck yeah! Yeah, let's go. So thank you guys though. Thank you. Holy crap. Like, wow. This is crazy. So we'll get back up there in a sec. There we go. See, everyone's just playing with me. I'm already back up there. Y'all are silly. Thank you. Wow. Thank you guys so much. This is crazy. Listen, I promise for a live stream I'm going to be going live like all weekend. I'm going to start doing weekend streams. I've been doing like weekly streams, but I'm like, more people are going to be available during the weekends. I should go live then. So for one of my live streams this weekend, I promise I'll be dressing up as Ghostface, or maybe I'll dress up as Stu and I'll call somebody. So thank you for all your guys' support. I don't know. This is amazing. Oh my God. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Carrie craves cinema with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. See, I told you that you make it to 10K. Jake, you're the best. You're genuine. You're cool as fuck. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you deserve everything that comes your way. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate your support a lot. Carrie's amazing. She always tweets out things about all of our channels, all the Lethal Collective members. And I'm just I don't know. I'm so grateful. You all are amazing. Y'all are so amazing. So you can use the YouTube space in LA for free at 10K. What? I might have to listen. I'm going to try to go to California next year at some point. My brother used to live out in LA. I know I have a few people I have a few friends in the area, so I might go out there and just check it out. Why not? Why not just go check out the YouTube space? Maybe film a whole crazy video there. Kind of promote it. Why not? That'd be fun. Should have played that South Park scene with Randy swollen balls in the yes. I'll have to make that a clip. I love South Park. South Park's so funny. Thank you, Tori. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone. Number one favorite movie, though. We'll get on track. We'll get on track with the live stream. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Shit's crazy. 10,000 subscribers. That's insane. Oh my God. Before I answer this question, Gavin, I just got to say, like, this is something I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you something I've never told anybody on a live stream before. When I was 8 or 9 years old, it was 2008. how old was I? I was 9 or 10, actually. I was 9 or 10 years old because it was like 2008. I was being babysat by my cousin, and she was playing a YouTube video, and I didn't know what that was at the time. And it was Liam Kyle Sullivan's Muffins. If you guys have ever watched that video, it's like an old school YouTube video, and it's hilarious. It's very funny. That guy makes he made like a lot of really silly content on his page, like all the way back in the day. He made this video called Shoes, which you probably are even more familiar with, but I saw that and I'm like, oh man, I gotta do YouTube. And like, this is something I've been thinking about literally since that moment. And wow, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. So thank you all for joining me on this very silly and crazy journey. It just means a lot. So number one favorite movie though, that's really tough. I will say, like, with horror movies especially, it really depends on my mood. Like, sometimes I'm feeling something silly, sometimes I'm feeling something really scary, something that really like gets in my head. Like Evil Dead 2013 has been one. I've watched that twice in a month. That 2013 Evil Dead just scares the hell out of me. That is one, honestly, moving up the list for scariest movies I've ever seen. Honestly, the more I watch it, the more I'm like, this is horrifying. I cannot believe more people don't talk about this. This is a horrifying movie. So I definitely lean more towards the scarier side of horror. Like, a lot of people love the goofier, cornier stuff, and I do love that too. Like I was talking about Return of the Living Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street. Movies like that are also so enjoyable. But man, if I had to pick just one, that's so tough. That's such a tough thing to do. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could just pick one. I have a few favorites. Like, I love Insidious. I love Hereditary. I love The Thing is definitely up there. Scream. These are just top 10 horror movies for me that I'm listing, for sure. I also really like Phantasm. Phantasm is super underrated, I think. Matthew with the $2 super chat. Thank you. Next stop 20K. Heck, you know it, man. You know it, Matthew. Hopefully we get there sometime soon. That'd be awesome. Thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. And Dino is officially a YouTube member. Welcome to the KillJoy cult, or just the family, the KillJoy family. There we go. Definitely not a cult for anyone else watching. So, welcome. Thank you. Oh my God, Carter, thank you. You didn't have to give me a super chat, man, but I appreciate it. $10 for 10K. Congrats, Jake. What's your opinion on Signs? Ooh. Well, Carter, first of all, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys have not seen the stream I did with Carter yesterday, it was fantastic. We talked a little bit about Shark Night 3D, an absolute banger. Very, very crazy movie. What's my opinion on Signs, though? I like Signs. I think as far as alien movies go, that's definitely up there. Like, definitely in the top 5. I love how that movie sets up little things that become really big things later, like the water, for instance. If you've never seen Signs, I won't spoil it, but there's little tiny elements of that movie where it's very well written. It's very like, oh wow, this is so cool. I have to rewatch it. It's been a long time since I've seen Signs. I want to rewatch some alien movies with Nope coming out this year. So before that happens, I want to rewatch. I just rewatched Get Out, but I got to rewatch Us as well. So I want to rewatch that. I'll probably put Signs on the list. I want to watch Close Encounters is another one. I'm trying to think what's another. Oh, what's the one like Fire in the Sky or something from like the mid 90s? I feel like that's where that's from. So there's a lot of really good alien movies out there. Signs, though, definitely. You know what? I'm gonna just say it. Like, I think Alien will always be number one for me. Like, it's gonna be tough to beat that. But Signs is probably my third favorite alien movie of all time. So it's a banger. It's an absolute banger. Justin, I will no longer sub and unsub people. I haven't seen that 10K yet on here. Well, you know what? It's a good joke, so I appreciate it. Shane giving some love to the War of the Worlds remake. 100%. Yes. That's a top 5 for me for sure. That has one of the most like, I don't know if this was intentionally supposed to be as scary as it was, but the scene where all the people are in that like metal cage or whatever and the aliens like sucking them up through the tubes, that is one of the scariest things I have ever seen in my life. Like, that is actually one of the scariest sequences in any horror movie. I don't know, as a child, that scared the fuck out of me. That was like one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. So I love the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, like the first remake from the 70s, I want to say. That's either late 70s, early 80s. I can't remember off the top of my head. Late 70s. 77. Maybe? No, I can't remember. But that's probably my favorite version of that. There's a lot of Invasion of the Body Snatchers movies, but that's probably my favorite version. Also a really good one. Also an absolute banger. My Reef sub is now permanent. Well, thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. Get Out is so great. I need to give that one another watch. Still never seen Us. You know, for the longest time, I was saying I like Us just a smidge more than Get Out, but man, I'm starting to cross over to the Get Out side of Jordan Peele films. I actually think I like Get Out just a tiny bit more than Us, even though Us is masterful. I think Us is his biggest script. It's his it's definitely has some like really more supernatural, scarier elements to it that I really enjoyed. It's so, I don't know. Us is Jordan Peele showing you everything he can do with horror, and that is what is so impressive about it. But Get Out, I think, is ultimately just a better story. So it's tough. It's really tough to say which one I like more, because I think both are great. Both are great films. Just absolutely banger after banger. So Us is greater than Get Out. That's so tough. You know what I mean? That's such a tough, like, I don't know which one I like more. I really love both of them. Us is more brutal. Us is definitely more brutal. That one scene where that entire family just gets taken out by their counterparts. Oh man, that immediately impressed me. There's so many scenes like that are just like jaw-dropping, amazing moments in that film. So I highly recommend Us. So. The original Martyrs scared me. I've scarred me. Okay, there we go. That was one of those movies I only watched a little bit of, and I never finished. Very brutal though, of what I have seen. Very, very brutal. That scene is scarier in Scary Movie 4. The scene where they're all running away from the aliens is they mimic that, but do they mimic the cage scene though? I don't remember. I don't know if they do that. I remember like the girl like pushes the other girl into the laser cannon thing or whatever. That's very funny. What is more gruesome, Saw or Hostel? Definitely Hostel, because that original Saw didn't focus so much on the torture porn aspect as well. And I know people hear that and they're like, what? What did Jake just say? Torture, what? No, that's just the name of the genre, and unfortunately, that is the name of it. I hate it. Honestly, I hate it just as much as you probably do. But yeah, anything that focuses on like torturing people, and that's what the whole genre is about. Like Saw, Hostel, Wolf Creek, you could argue is in that subgenre. But I would 100% say the first Hostel over the first Saw. If we were comparing franchises, then yeah, Saw, because there's just more brutality. Just numbers wise, like there's more movies, there's more people dying. Yeah. But if we're just talking about the first movie in both of those franchises, easily Hostel. The Achilles heel scene is one of the most oh my God, scenes I have ever seen in a horror film. My God. Am I on the stew train or kind of on it? I'm kind of on it. I'm hanging out in the caboose. I'm hanging out back there. I'm vibing. I'm looking at I'm looking at Craven who's conducting it, and he's why do I look like I'm riding a horse right now? He's driving the train, so I'm hanging out in the back, sure. The heel scene had me cringing hardcore, 100%. That is so tough to watch. Like, and that immediately beats out anything from that first Saw. Like, listen, that first Saw has a few good kills and a few good moments, but I don't know. To me, that's way more brutal. Personally, like the sequels of Saw get really fucked up and brutal, really messed up. But yeah, Amber is Jordan Peele stan as she should. Let me ask you this, because this is something after rewatching Scream 5 so many times, something that caught my eye was like, is she just saying that to impress everyone around her? You know what I mean? Because she's the killer. So like, and their motive is that all about the Stab franchise. And we kind of get this conversation with whom I'm assuming is Richie at the very beginning, with Tara as Richie as Ghostface, saying that, that's a little fancy pants for me. Do you like Stab? So to me, I feel like Amber and Richie would be on the same page about that, about not liking elevated horror. I hate that term, but that's what it's called, unfortunately. So does Amber like Jordan Peele films? I almost feel like maybe she doesn't, which is something really interesting. I feel like maybe they might not, because it has the social commentary aspect to it. They just want, more stab movies where it's just like killing people and all that. It's a slasher. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's really interesting to talk about though. That's really interesting. I would love to see Mikey Madison in in a Jordan Peele film, though. I would love to see that. She's in one of my favorite Tarantino films, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and she kills it in that. Absolutely amazing. I got to rewatch that. Me and my buddies were just talking about that last night. Carter, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. I predict Evil Dead Rise will feel like the Raid/Dread, but with Deadites and tons of blood, or so I hope. I really want Evil Dead Rise. This is interesting that you bring this up, because I'm honestly, one of the movies I'm the most excited for moving on with the rest of the year. I really want it to feel a little Lovecraftian. Like, we're going to be in this like super tall high-rise building, and I want them to come up with a crazy excuse as to why they can't leave, because that's been a theme throughout some of the past Evil Dead movies. I want them to really harp on that, really put a focus on like why they can't leave the skyscraper. You know, why can't they just get out of there, call the police? I want there to be a reason. Is it because that you know, for whatever reason, like, are they trapped in some kind of alternate dimension that the, like, hell maybe where the Deadites come from or something along those lines? I would love for it to be very Lovecraftian, very, like, lean into that a little more, that, like, definitely Evil Dead 2 and especially Army of Darkness kind of goes into a little bit. I would love to see something along those lines with Evil Dead Rise. Have it be almost like an overture of everything that has came before it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the first Evil Dead's very scary. It's a very it's focused on that aspect of it. But then, like, Evil Dead 2 gets a little sillier, and then Army of Darkness is arguably not even a horror film, but it's still great. I love the original trilogy, and then the Evil Dead remake is arguably my favorite in the entire franchise. I think all four of the movies are 10 out of 10 masterpieces for what they are, and they're all so different. I don't know. To me, that's why I think the Evil Dead franchise is just the best when it comes to horror, because of how it changed so gradually in ways that are so different, and so, like, wow. I never expected a horror franchise to go this route, and all four movies are masterpieces for what they are, from my perspective at least. I really love all the Evil Dead movies, and I'm expecting nothing less from Evil Dead Rise. I have not seen Dread 2009. That's why I haven't seen that. I also haven't seen, I have heard of The Raid, but I have not seen The Raid either. That's a newer movie, right? That's like, not newer, but like newer than things that came out in the 80s. Is that 2011? Yeah, The Raid 2011. Okay. Yeah, I need to watch this. It's on Hulu. And HBO Max. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I will 100% check that out, because I need to see that. Yeah, I've seen Haunt. Yeah, Haunt's awesome. I like Haunt a little more than a very similar film called what is the name of that? Hellfest. Hellfest and Haunt are like essentially the same movie, but I like Haunt just a little more. The ending especially is so messed up. I love Haunt is a really good movie. Really good, like, thriller, horror, haunted house kind of movie. Haunted house meaning like the ones that you walk through and you pay money for people to scare you. You know, that kind of house. You could say that instead of having Friends, Amber had horror movies. Yeah, it seems to be that way. Seems to be that case. She was obsessed with the Mocker household. So The Raid is so bad. I have to see this. I have to check this out. Got it. I'm adding it to the watch list. I'm gonna watch it tonight probably. I'm not gonna lie. I might be celebrating a little bit with about 10K. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh yeah, we got multiple ghost faces in the house. Welcome, ghost faces. There's always two. There's always two killers. Always keep that in mind. I liked Hellfest and Haunt. Not to disparage Hellfest, because I also really liked that film. I don't know. I really like both. I think just conceptually Haunt is a little more interesting to me, but Hellfest is fun too. I love actually, you know what? I'm going to give the ending edge to Hellfest. I actually really like what they did with the end of that, where it's like this guy who's been killing people all night. He just goes home to his family. I really want a sequel to Hellfest, like really badly. I would love to continue that story, learn a little more about this slasher character who didn't have a whole lot of character going through the movie, but then right at the end, you get all of this character development with him. It's just like, what an original way to end your horror film. Hellfest is one, both of those are very excellent horror films with very similar concepts. Like I said, I definitely lean a little more towards Haunts, but both are great. Both are great little films. I've yet to see a horror movie that surpasses Piranha 3D. Justin, I don't understand why, but I keep coming back to Piranha 3D. I love it for some reason. It's so brutal. It's so unexpectedly brutal. It like when you watch the first 30 minutes of it, it feels like it's just kind of like going to be a PG-13, very chill kind of film. I mean, yeah, you have Richard Dreyfuss getting obliterated in this horrible CGI kill at the very beginning of the movie, but it's cool. It's a good little, hey, like I'm in this and I was in Jaws. Hey, that's cool. Love it. I absolutely love that. But like, it's very tame at the very beginning. I guess is my point. It's a tame film and it's just a lot of exposition. You're getting like PG-13 vibes from it. And then in the third act, you get this surprise when all the spring breakers start getting eaten alive. And it's like, that is so cool. I would love to set up a horror film like that personally. I love Piranha 3. I actually really love Piranha 3D. I wish it doesn't need all the nudity it has, but there's a lot of really great things to love in that. I would love to make a horror comedy like that where the horror aspect is so in your face while the comedy aspect is also like very silly and very, very funny and lands surprisingly. So it's good stuff. It's really, really fun. Really fun flick. And I like the sequel too. The sequel's also very fun. I gotta buy that. I gotta get that. Oh, Denisha, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Congratulations, Jake, on 10K subscribers. Thank you, Denisha. I appreciate it. What are we at right now? I'm just curious. 10,004. 10,004 subs. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, again, none of this would be possible without all of the support from these absolutely wonderful people out there. So thank you. I seriously, this is insane. I feel like I need to pinch myself like this isn't even real. So Angie, welcome. Just popping in. I'm about to head to my next class. So see ya. Well, thanks for stopping by, Angie. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. I hope your class goes well. Don't forget about Silver Bullet. Oh yeah, are we talking about Stephen King films? Hell yeah. I love so many Stephen King films. Stand By Me, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, Misery, The Shining, 1408. 1408 is super underrated. Rose Red's super underrated as well. I love 1408. That's you know what? I'm going to say it. Yeah. 1408's maybe my favorite one just because it's so underrated. I think the story, like it's a short story that it's based off of is good, but that movie's badass, man. We're talking about Matt Hooper? Oh, yeah, the character from Jaws. I was like, y'all were talking about like y'all were talking about it like it was a real person, and I'm just like, wait, what? Like, is there another Hooper character that I'm not thinking about? Did you say rest in peace, Matt Hooper? Yeah, from he's in what was I just talking about? Piranha 3D. He's at the very beginning of that movie, and he gets eaten alive. It's great, good time. Thank you, Christina. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you, Jim, as well. Oh my God, it's crazy. Wow. Today's insane. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm gonna be pinching myself. Can you imagine if us was something real and we all had murderous doppelgangers out there in the world? That's why it's so scary. That's why I think conceptually that movie's just a little scarier, because it's like that's literally like everyone would be screwed. Could you imagine if literally you was coming after to kill you? Like you would know your exact schedule and all that. You would know exactly where you were. I would know, like it would be very easy to kill me. Like if I were me, I would know exactly what to do to do that. Ghostface, I would call Fate, but he does work at these hours. So I would call him, but he does have a job still. He does work. But maybe I'll shoot him a text. Maybe I'll be like, hey, if you want to jump on the stream a little later, let's do this. Let's do this thing. I'm gonna text. What should I text Fate decided? I will let the chat decide. Should I send him something? Send him something kind of mean. Should I be like, hey, Fate, you stinky butt, get on the stream. Oh no. Richard Dreyfuss is still alive. No, he's still alive to my knowledge. No. The Raft. Oh, okay, yeah, very underrated. I love The Raft in Creepshow too. I don't love that movie, but I love that segment. That segment of it is very good. Creepshow 2 is so not great. Like you remember it being great, but like that's the only one where I'm like, That's a banger. That one's a banger. But all the other ones are kind of just, you know. I like the first Creep Show a lot, though. What else do we got? Craven Something Scary is in the chat. Thank you. Congrats. I remember when you just clipped 51 subs. Yes. Or 5K subs. Yes. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's completely insane. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm speechless. This is totally nuts. 10,000 subscribers. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, and Craven, if you want to come on the stream, I will send you a link. I'm going to do that right now. And then we'll get back to talking about horror movies. Get back to it. Oh, yeah. Get right back to where we started from. You know that song? It's a banger. I can't, like, who does that? I don't even know. That's in a movie. I swear I saw that in a movie somewhere. I'm just like, oh, that song's so good. Craven, I did just send you a link. So if you wanna head on in, let's do it. And now I'm going to text Fate as well to come join in on the celebration. I'm gonna say if you're free, come on to the stream. Come on in. Come on into the stream, you stinky. I'm gonna call him Stinky. You stinker. If you're free, come on into the stream, you stinker. Sending the link now. I want to see what he responds to that, because like every time we text, we're very, like very business, very very businessy. But that'd be really funny if he's just like, what what is Jake saying right now? Why is he calling me a stinker? Is he trying to flirt with me? What's going on here? Alrighty, that is sent. So we might be getting some special guests coming in sometime soon. Here we go. I'll be there. I don't have that clip yet. Unfortunately, I don't have that clip. I do have a lot of fun clips, like this one, for instance.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah!
Like, come on, that's fantastic right there. You'll be at 10K in no time. I'm pretty sure I am at 10K. Am I not? Did we dip below again? Am I just losing? Are people like, wow, this live stream sucks. I'm gonna unsubscribe from this guy. Yeah, YouTube just hasn't updated. My backstage where I can see like the live count and all that. I have hit 10K technically, so it'll probably be a little bit before it updates on my page. But once again, thank you guys. Thank you all for getting me there. I appreciate it. And welcome. I am so bored. Welcome. Not the bees. I love. Yes, the bees. I love bees. Bees are so funny. I love that clip too. It cracks me up. Craven Son Scary said be there in 5 to 10. So there we go. We'll have Craven on the stream in a second. Thoughts on Ari Aster and Joaquin Phoenix teaming up? I'm so pumped for Disappointments Boulevard. Something I have not talked about yet for horror films coming this year. It is slated to come out sometime in 2022. I think Ari Aster even said in an interview he's aiming for like a December release. So it'll probably be like one of the last horror films we talk about this year. I'm super pumped for it. Listen, anything Ari Aster cooks up, I will be there in the theater. I opening night, like no matter what it is. Really pumped for this film. He's described it as a 4-hour nightmare comedy, which is, I have no idea what the hell to expect from it. The very little plot synopsis was something along the lines of like, this guy is a super successful entrepreneur and we kind of see all the stages of his life. So I'm really excited to see what that entails. Joaquin Phoenix is amazing. I absolutely love him and everything. Joker was fantastic, 2019. It's basically just Taxi Driver, but I still love it. It's awesome. So y'all are just playing with me right now. I'm going to unsubscribe. Y'all are making me sad. Johnny says you can do a review on Doctor Strange too. Yeah, I'll have it out tomorrow night. Here's the thing. So I figured out how to get early screeners for certain films. Thanks. Shout out to my friend Critical Overlord for helping me out with that. The problem is where I live, there is rarely any screeners. There wasn't one for Doctor Strange in my area. So I would have had to drive out to like Indiana, and like that's 5-hour drive to Indianapolis. So I it's just like I can't do that. I want to. I would love to see the film early and then give you guys an awesome review. But it's just like that would be my entire day. Would be driving there for like a 7:00 movie and then have to drive home. I would get home at like midnight, 1 a.m. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It would be a lot to have to do that. Hopefully in the future I can get some screeners. The screeners for Fire. I was trying to get an early screener for Firestarter next week, and once again couldn't do that either. There's one in Cincinnati, but it's literally the Thursday it comes out, so I might as well just see it a couple hours later in my hometown. So that. It's one of those things where I'm trying to do it, but it's like just because of where I live in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, it's just like, can't really, not a whole lot going on around here. I'll have to move eventually in the future. I want to live in different places. It's something I've always wanted to do, explore the world and the country. So, but I will have a Doctor Strange 2 review Thursday night. I don't like, they've been advertising it by saying like, don't spoil this. So something crazy must happen in the film. I will. So maybe I do a non-spoiler and then a spoiler review the next morning. I'm still like one of those guys where I'm just like, I don't see the point in doing a non-spoiler review. Like just go see a movie and then go watch the spoiler reviews from other people who are talking about it. But I because some people may not be able to go to see it in the theater like immediately, that's why I'll make a non-spoiler review, especially if it's something where the spoilers are really important. I'll judge that based off of the movie. So if it's something that's like super important for the future of the MCU, yeah. So y'all lucky to have theaters near y'all. I have to travel like 50 miles just to see something. Oh my God, Bob, where are you? Holy crap. That's crazy. Matthew Kelly says, you a foolie, BB. 10K, let go. Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate that. This is crazy, man. Oh my God. Things are nuts. I had a comment earlier that I'm trying to get back to. What's more gruesome, it or Terrifier? Like, definitely Terrifier. For sure. Like that, look, that original It is super brutal. That opening scene of It is so messed up, but come on. Like the things Art the Clown does is so much more terrifying than anything Pennywise could dream of doing. I do love that first It movie. It 2017 is great. But yeah, I definitely think Terrifier is scarier, so. That's all good, Jen. I appreciate you stopping by regardless. So thank you. Firestarter is going on Peacock. That's how I'll be checking it out when it comes out. Nice. Yeah, I kind of want to see that one in the theaters just because, like, especially because John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies are doing the score. So I kind of want to, like, just to experience that. You know what I mean? Like, experiencing that in the theater would be awesome. So. I really want to see that one in the theaters personally, but yeah. Robbie, what is going on? Robbie, big up, Killjoy Jake. Robbie from the UK. What's up, Robbie from the UK? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. we just hit 10K. Things are nuts. Holy crap. 10,000 subscribers. That's insane. What are we at now? Just to refresh this page real quick. YouTube is being a bit slow. today. It's okay though. I'm going to close. I have a bunch of programs open. That's probably my computer's just like, Jake, what are you doing? There we go. Okay. Yeah. See, I closed one thing, instantly loaded up. Cool. That is my name, Devante. Yes, it is. Don't hang up on me. Nice. Johnny says, I live in Houston. I have so many theaters around me within at least 20 minutes. Nice. Houston's a really nice town, I've heard. I've never been there, but I hear it's fun. I hear it's nice. I hear it's a good time. I would love to direct a sequel to Jaws with Matt Hooper. Yeah, that'd be awesome. To me, I've always felt like they could do a Jaws legacy sequel that is nothing like the other sequels. They could do that. They could do that right, I think. Especially the like what was I gonna say? Like the sequels just feel like they don't have any purpose to be in this. There's no reason for this franchise to exist. It's like, why is there multiple Jaws movies? That first one's great, the second one's okay, and the third and fourth one are just kind of whatever. But I would love a sequel with Matt Hooper and it's him like years later, and another shark is terrorizing maybe the same town. I could see that happening. 100%. I'm kind of shocked we haven't done something like that. Maybe it's because of how much of a disaster the sequels were. It could be that, but most of those made money. I'm pretty sure most of those did well at the box office. So I kind of shocked we're not doing anything with that property. I'm sure Richard Dreyfuss would be interested in doing that too. He's such a great character. Hooper's such a great character. Like obviously we no longer have Roy Scheider and I can't remember his name. Quint. We don't have Quint with us either anymore. Very unfortunate losses there, obviously. But 100% would love to see that him come back for a new movie. I think it could work. So thank you, me, myself in a movie. I appreciate that. So just an update for anyone coming in live. I believe I'm already at 10K. It's just YouTube is not updating it. What my screen says on like in my analytics, what I'm reading, it says I have 10,002 subscribers currently. So we're going to just keep the live stream rolling though, regardless. Thank you for 10K everybody though, for everyone stopping in. So could you rank Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, and Michael Myers? That's so tough. Glynis? Am I pronouncing that correctly? I hope so. If I'm not, please correct me. I don't want to mispronounce any names. So ranking them, I see you had to, there's a couple things here. So like I'm ranking them based off of entertainment value, I guess is how I would go with it. So like from the movies, especially like that's how I feel like you kind of have to. You have to do that. Maybe like a brutality factor. How brutal are these killers? How many kills have they gotten? Leatherface Leatherface is probably the scariest out of all these, but I'd probably put him at the bottom, which is sad. But I love Leatherface. He's awesome. He's a great killer. But like compared to Jason, Michael, and Freddy, you're like, oh man, I don't know. That's probably a controversial opinion too. Also, Leatherface's kill count is probably pretty low compared to Jason, Freddy, and Michael. I would probably put Freddy next. I like Freddy. Love his movie. I love most of his movies, but a lot, like I would say the majority of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies are not great, which is tough. And I can't really say that about the Friday the 13th or well, maybe the Halloween franchise. I actually enjoy most of the Friday films, but yeah, I'd probably put Jason as number one. I would probably go Jason, Michael, Freddy, Leatherface, which is tough. It's a tough thing. We have a very special guest with us, by the way, who has just joined the stream. A man who calls himself the conductor of the Stew Train. Welcome in the up-and-coming amazing YouTube channel, Craven Something Scary. What is going on? What is up? What is up?
Bro, I'll tell you what's up. 10,000 ups. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Bro, congratulations, buddy. I'm so happy for you, man.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it, man. Oh, my God. It's crazy.
You deserve it, man. You make great videos, great content, and you're a super cool dude, man. And I just I've enjoyed getting to know you more and more over these last few months, and for our relationship continuing to grow even now. And man, I can't tell you how much fun I have with you when we're on our videos and on our streams. My dogs are even happy. My dogs are literally saying congratulations right now, and they're
oh my God. Oh well, thank you to you and your dogs for all that. I greatly appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's been so much fun streaming with everybody. Like I've made so many friends over the course of doing all this, and it's just been awesome. So
yeah, man,
it's really good stuff.
So cool. So I have a question for you. I'm on if my projection continues the way it's going right now, statistically speaking, I will hit 5K next month. So if that carries through, you know, if nothing changes, that's where that's the target by the end of June.
Heck yeah.
So will you come visit me on my 5K celebration stream, dude?
Of course, absolutely.
All right,
100%.
man.
We have the late horror show here as well. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Greatly appreciate that. I'm super pumped. You got some background noise going on there, Craven.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'll try to mute over here a little bit.
No, you're all good. Don't worry. It's all good. I just thought I'd say something. Popping in and out, but this is quite exciting. Thank you so much, Justin. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I greatly appreciate it. There might be a ghost outside. My God. Watch your watch the closet. So Jake, you're like my daily dose of serotonin. You're just a bundle of joy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I try to be fun.
You are a bundle of joy, Jake.
And
you really are.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Dino says, let's get Craven to 5K.
Hey, thank you, Dino.
We can start that stream even earlier.
We
100%.
can. That would be amazing. Yes.
I'm curious where you're at right now. What's your...
I can tell you here. Let me see. I'll give you guys the current actual number. It is 4,216. So, what is it? 888, whatever it is. You're the math guy. You can figure it out.
No, I'm not. no, don't call me the math guy.
Just under 900 to go, or whatever it is. No, it's 7. That's 8. That's 780, right? I think that's 780. 880, 980?
784.
784. There you go.
Yeah,
there it is.
yeah,
We
yeah.
figured it out. Hey, man. 784. That's the number, Jake. That's the number. I need 784.
784. Perfect.
784.
Good. Let's get him there, everybody. Let's do it. Let's get Craven to 5,000 tentacles. 5,000.
Yes. Ooh, that's a lot of tentacles. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, this is crazy. So, something I want to bring up is, I actually met the Late Horror Show, the guy who runs it. Met you at South Park Mall. Man, you have come a long way. I'm a friend of Tom Wiseman. Yeah. One of my buddies, Tom, told me about this channel, and I'm like, oh, no way. This was when I was running my like older page, like from a long time ago. And I'm literally in Bed Bath & Beyond, and he comes up to me. He's just like, hey, you're Jake, right? I'm like, oh yeah, no way. He told me about his channel. And now, dude, this guy's got like a bunch of subscribers. Like Late Horror Show, like just took off. I gotta look up where he's at, but yeah, I'll have to look that up. But massive shout out to him. Thank you. He's been supportive of my page since I started. I'm very, very thankful for it. So some good stuff from him.
That's fantastic, man. Like I say, when I first discovered your page and for your channel, I believe you were like right at just over 5,000, just barely over 5K. And the reason I remember that was because Fate at the time had like 3,500, and you were over 5,000. And dude, here we are. I mean, that was just a few months ago, man. That was like last summer, and you're already doubled that in less than a year. That's incredible, dude.
It's insane. I mean, I can't even believe it. It feels like a dream. I feel like I'm gonna wake up one day. It's nuts. Yeah. So Late Horror Show. I just looked him up. He's got 80.5K subscribers. So let's get Late Horror Show to 100K.
100. Yeah.
There we go. Let's get everybody. Let's get everybody up there. There we go.
Let's share the subs. Share the love. Yes.
Exactly. Carter, thank you again for his super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Tell Craven I said hi. Craven, Carter says hi.
Hey, Carter. my dogs and I say hi.
Everyone says hello. Yes. Jake looks young for his age. I am an old man. I'm 47 years old.
I was gonna say, well, you don't look a day over 12, as Gail told Dewey. So yeah,
I don't know. I feel old. I feel like an old man, like at 23 years old already, which probably isn't a good thing. But
just wait. You're my age. You feel like you're in the grave. If you're feeling old already, dude. Oh no, you ain't feel nothing. Just wait.
You don't know anything yet.
Nothing. Oh no.
Oh my God.
Enjoy your youth, young man.
Get it up. Get it up. Get the stew train rolling.
That's right. Always.
Oh yeah. So, what do we want to talk about, Craven? What do we feel like? What do we feel like going on an absolute destructive rant about this evening?
Wow, so many options out there. Let's talk about like what you want the most, or let's say this: what do you want to see the most, and what do you fear the most for the new Firestarter movie in 2 weeks?
So the trailer feels a little really like a little too cheesy than I would have expected from a new one of these films, which is like really, it's interesting. Like if they go the B movie route with it, that would be cool, I think. But like, I don't know what else. Like to me, I almost wish they were taking like a Stranger Things approach to this movie more than anything. And some of the lines of dialogue from the trailer were like, like that was so cheesy, you know? So I'm hoping it's not too cheesy. I'm hoping it focuses a little more on the horror element and like the 80s nostalgia. That's kind of what some of the vibes I'm getting from it. Hope it leans more into that more than anything. But I am excited for Firestarter. We're getting that on Friday the 13th of this month.
That's right. So next Friday, a week from this Friday.
Oh,
next
yeah.
Week.
Are you excited for that one? Are you going to do a little review of it? Or?
Yeah, I think I might do a review of it. We'll see. It's going to depend if 50-50 on the review, but I'm definitely going to watch the movie when it comes out. So I'm going to watch it I know some people will watch it at midnight on the Thursday night, but I'm not. It's not. If it was Scream or Halloween, I'd be there. But I'm going to watch it that morning, though. That Friday morning, I'll watch it, and I'll probably get something up on it the same day it comes out. And I do know what you mean about some of the cheesy dialogue. I remember like the last scene of the trailer, the guy's like tells her, "All right, burn it up or burn it all up," or something. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. But I don't mind necessarily that. So I think you kind of hit the nail on the head, Jake. If they're going to take it where they're going to embrace kind of that's the kind of movie that's going to be, then I'm fine with that as well. But we'll see. Blumhouse is involved, which is what's interesting because you would think that my expectations are a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Because it's a Blumhouse production,
Yes.
And I mean, there's been some Blumhouse duds, and we know that. But overall, I really think that generally it's more quality content. So
yeah,
I'm optimistic, man. I'm optimistic.
Me too. And it's Scott Teems and who's writing the script. We have Keith David directing, who he did this awesome movie from, I believe, last year, 2021, called The Vigil. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but it's really really interesting flick. I really liked it. Very different approach to scaring people. So I'm really curious to see what they do with like essentially the same team from the new Halloween movies, very similar to it, approaching Firestarter. And this is also John Carpenter's doing the music, which is like, what? No way. Oh my god.
Hold up. He's doing the music for Firestarter?
Yeah. That's
Dude.
like, he's not involved with like the directing or creative process or anything like that, but him, his son, and Daniel Davies, who do all the music for the latest Halloween films, they're also doing the music for this, which is like, no way.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Now my expectations have just went up another notch now.
And I was just talking to, I believe it was Denisha who put in the chat. She said something along the lines of, "Oh, you can watch it on Peacock if you don't want to spend the money." But I'm like, I kind of want to see it in theaters just because of the score. Like, I just want to be surrounded by John Carpenter music in a movie theater again.
Yeah.
Like Halloween Kills, was kind of like the last time that happened. That was awesome. The score for that was great. But I would love, Firestarter, though, the music that they have released is fantastic so far. I'm really excited to hear the rest of it and hear it on screen when I go to see it.
Beautiful, man. Love it. Well, let's exchange notes because I'm gonna watch it on Peacock that morning, and we'll text each other. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah, I'll probably see. It's weird, man. Like in Ohio, we have really early Thursday screenings. Like it used to be a midnight only thing, but the past like 5 or 6 years, we've been getting like 7 o'clock. Like there's 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and midnight showings now for new movies on Thursdays. So I'm actually, what's crazy, it's even getting like more lenient. Like there's a Doctor Strange showing at 3 o'clock that I'm going to tomorrow. Like, which is like, what? It's
wow,
nutty.
Dude, that's 3 o'clock. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see it like super early. So that I'll be putting out a little review of that as well. It is like Marvel going into horror. I don't know if you're excited for it or not. Not everyone likes Marvel movies, and I get it. So
yeah, I'm not really much on the superhero movies, just to be honest with you, man. It's like they're not the worst thing in the world, but I never been really pumped about it. Like I haven't seen the new Batman, and I've heard it's worth watching. So what was your take on the new Batman? Did you like it?
I really liked it. It's probably my favorite portrayal of the character, surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
Like,
really?
I didn't think I would like it that much, honestly. A lot of people were hyping it up, and they're like, oh, dude, Matt Reeves is, he's amazing. He is. I love a lot of his movies. The Planet of the Apes movies, the like Cloverfield. He makes a lot of really good stuff. But I was just like, man, this looks just like Christopher Nolan Batman. That's all I could think about going into it. But it's so much different. Like it's super. Yes, it is like way darker, and that's kind of was the approach Christopher Nolan took to the Batman movies. But I like they took it in a different direction. Like yes, it is darker. It's a darker type of film, but it's taken in a direction where it's like so much. I feel like just so much more realistic and relatable. The main character, at least to people in 2022 opposed to back in like 2008 when The Dark Knight came out, you know? So that's just my take on it. I really enjoyed it. It's worth the 3-hour watch.
3 hours. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to watch it. It's been on my radar because it's on HBO Max right now. And
Yeah.
I just haven't watched it yet, but I think I should. I hear a lot of good things about it. And someone told me, and you tell me, I was like, Jake will shoot it to me straight. Because they said that it's almost like a Batman in a horror movie is what it was, how it was described. Is that fair? Without any spoilers?
That's fair.
I mean, that is fair. Okay.
The opening scene is like a direct homage to Michael Myers in the original Halloween. Like 100, yeah, totally. Like they copy shots from that original Halloween. Yeah, and it's like the Riddler. The Riddler's sneaking up on this guy and he like kills him, and it's crazy. Like it's a really good opening scene. It's like the opening scene to a horror movie, honestly. So
sweet.
Has a lot of those.
Well, then I'll move it up my list as well. Then I'll move it a little bit, another notch up on that one to watch.
Even if you're not a big Batman fan, I thought it was a lot of fun. So it was good.
Lindsay says I'll like it. Okay, Lindsay. Well, and Jake and Lindsay both say it, then I'm all in. I'll do it. I'll do it.
So this is a good question from Sky. Do you think Scream will be driven into the ground if they continue the trend of making more and more sequels? I know how I feel about this, but what do you think, Craven? Do you think there's going to be a limit to Scream films we can make? Are we going to get to a point where it's just redundant? How do you feel about that?
I think that if you look at, and these aren't movies, but just to give, now some of them are movies, but just to give an analogy, if any of you are familiar with the catalog of Agatha Christie books, this woman wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote, and they're all not some are better than others, but they're all very, very good. So my point is this: I use the same thing. If you are making a good story, if you write a good story, you have good direction, good cinematography, good performances. Then I want more and more and more of that. The only way you run it into the ground, in my mind, well, I shouldn't say the only way, but the biggest way is to do the opposite of all of those things. Poor story writing. Yeah, you can run it into the ground really quick. You can turn it into like some of the Nightmare sequels where it just becomes, it's a parody of what it used to be. That's that. So that can happen, man. Some of the Halloween sequels are brutal. I mean, let's be honest. I've watched them all. It's my second favorite franchise. But we all know about resurrections. We know about zombies stuff. We know about the Cult of Thorn. You can run it. But I think that it's the key to me, Jake. And I'm really curious what you say. I think it's writing. That starts there. The story. If the story's good and it's executed good, then you can have 20 Scream movies as long as they're done well. Then they'll be entertaining. That's my thought.
That's how I kind of feel about it too. I think that if they show us they're out of ideas with a new movie, like if they show us that they have no more ideas to come up with, that's when it's time to end the franchise. But I think that personally, I think there's so many different avenues they could take Scream sequels to make it interesting and fun again. It's such a vague concept that you can add, not vague, I mean broad. I mean the exact opposite of vague. It's such a broad concept. Yeah. There's so much you can do with like just a slasher, murder, mystery, horror commentary kind of movie like that. I really don't think that they can run out. I don't know if they can run out of ideas. Like you said, Agatha Christie. I mean, how many novels out there does she have? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I feel like it's going to be hard to run out of ideas. If you run out of ideas, you're working with the wrong people behind the scenes. It's how I feel about it.
Yeah, you need to hire better writers. There are people that can write. If the writers you have are out of ideas, then you just hire new writers. That's the way I look at it. You find the people that can do it.
And Sky also says, now we don't have Wes Craven either. How I feel about this, Sky, is Wes Craven's great. He's amazing. He's one of the best he's the horror master. He's made some of the best horror films of all time, but there's also a lot of great up and coming horror directors that could use this franchise to get their maybe more underground movies in your face, like Radio Silence, for instance. A lot of people don't know about Ready or Not. Ready or Not, in my opinion, is Radio Silence's best film. It's amazing. It's so worth the watch, especially if you like Scream. You will love Radio Silence. If you will love Ready or Not specifically, if you love Scream, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
So
it's a really good movie.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. So if more up and coming horror directors that are showing some kind of shine like Radio Silence is, if they want to take on this franchise in the future, I'm down for it. I'm totally down.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I would love to see them using bigger IPs like this to bring more underground directors into the limelight.
Yeah, and Sky, believe me, I am perhaps the most, or one of the most invested Wes Craven. It's above my head here. People here, right up there. I mean, my channel is. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Jake. That's even better. My channel is friggin' named after the man. All right, that's my. This is my favorite director of all time. So I understand what you're asking and why you're asking it, but I do believe though that, we don't know who the next Wes Craven might be if they're not given opportunities. And so, not to say that there's going to be a bunch of new Wes Cravens, because I understand he's a generational filmmaker, like John Carpenter. These two guys just happen to be in the same exact timeline together, which is incredible. But we've got younger guys that they're not so young now, like James Wan. He's been around for 20 years now. See, he's getting, to me, he's approaching that generational level of a filmmaker. I think he's on his way to being like a Wes Craven held person, and there's others that are reaching in that general area. But I mean, John Carpenter and Wes are names that are, for decades and decades they're going to still be heralded as masters of their. They'll always be masters of the craft, even though John's still here. He can still make another movie. Wes, of course, is gone. But my point is kind of what Jake said: we don't know who may come along that might be or develop into a Wes Craven level or approaching that level on James Wan level, a Carpenter, until we give them a chance to make these movies. And I personally said, even in a video that I did this week on Nev Campbell's rankings, that I believe the Scream 96, Jake, will always be the standard. I don't think that I don't care if there's 20 sequels, none in my mind will ever be able to meet Scream 1. I mean, Wes's sequels, as great as they are, and I love them like children, but they're not Scream 1. Scream 1 is on its own plateau.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I totally agree. And I think that with the idea of a sequel, it's like I didn't go into Scream 5 thinking, oh, this is going to be better than the original. I definitely did not think that, because that movie, the original Halloween, Psycho, Nightmare on Elm Street, like I could go on a list. Those movies are so important to the horror genre. Like those movies they're up there. Like I don't think any sequel will ever top those original movies. You can't do that. So for me, approaching a new Scream film, like Scream 6, I don't think Scream 6 will be better than Scream 1. I don't think it'll be better than a lot of, honestly, I don't think it'll be better than even some of the sequels. But am I excited for it nonetheless? Yeah, of course I am. I love all the Scream movies. I think they're all great. All 5 of them are fun. But that first one is so important because of the cultural impact, because it's a very well done film, because it has the best characters, I think. And I'm so down for more sequels. I think it's a concept that you can do a lot with, but I'm not expecting it to be better than the original. And I think if you have that high of expectations from a new film, you're just going to be disappointed, especially one in a series where nothing is going to top the original. Like same with the new Halloween Ends. I don't think Halloween Ends is going to be better than Halloween 1978. It's not. It's going to be cool. I bet it's going to be good. Like if I had to guess, I guess I'm going to like it, but it's never going to be better than the original. I'm still excited for it. I'm still down for more Scream movies. It gets people excited for horror films. And something I want to make clear, I don't hate Scream 2. I just don't like Mrs. Loomis. I actually really like Scream 2. I think it's great up until the third act. I think it's like a solid sequel until you get to that point. So, but yeah.
Because I do love, I'm okay with Debbie Salt. with Mrs. Loomis, or what you want to call her.
Her punch-in scenes, that feel like they were filmed last minute. Yeah, no.
Hey now. What are you doing?
Hey.
Hey. Oh, gosh.
I sent Fate a message. I said, hey, get on it. I should get the Night Watch Zone in here too. He's probably working. I think he works Wednesdays, so he's probably not going to be able to.
You know what? You should try, man. He might be waking up about right now because he works nights. He's
gonna be like, Jake, I gotta work, man. Like, I'm just be like, any chance you wanna jump on my stream? I'll say that. see what he says. We'll see what's up. It's weird because Billy and Roman also had revenge motives. Yeah, but I just don't see Mrs. Loomis getting up and kill. Like, I almost feel like, and maybe people disagree with this, but I almost feel like a cooler ending to Scream 2 would have been having Mickey be the main killer, and maybe he was paid by Mrs. Loomis to go and kill everybody. Maybe there was just one Ghostface killer. Mrs. Loomis was the kind of character who was kind of sitting in the background watching it all happen like a mastermind. She's so silly. She's so over the top. The way she acts at the very ending, it's just so... And Mickey saying... Billy's mother. Like, he even says it in the way. That's how I feel about the whole scene. It's so over the top. It's such a shift in tone for absolutely no God-given reason. It just feels like I'm watching another movie. Like, the ending of Scream 2 doesn't fit in that film at all for me personally, but
we do know it was a rewrite. I mean, of course, Debbie, although Mrs. Loomis was always supposed to be the mastermind behind it. And so let me ask you this then, Jake. I'll ask you a different question about her. So how would that character have worked for you? Like, what would have needed for you to look back and say, I know you love the first 3/4 of the film. I know you said that. But what would it take for you to say, if this had happened with this character, I would have been like all 100% in?
First and foremost, the most important thing is every shot with Debbie Salt feels like a punch-in scene. It feels like that. Like, honestly, I love the entire movie, but any scene with her, it feels like they went back to the movie, cut out some stuff, and then put those scenes in with her and Gail. Like, it doesn't even feel like it belongs in the film. That's if you would have set that up a little better, like maybe she was a counselor or something on Windsor College campus, something along those lines, and maybe she was meeting with the students. She had to be more involved. That's my problem, because it doesn't feel purposeful. It just feels like, oh, she's just an obsessed fan. And if you're watching it from the perspective of you're trying to find out who the killer is, it's pretty easy to figure out, because it's like she's the one that sticks out. Why are her scenes this poignant? Why is she talking to Gail? Why is she so obsessed with Gail Weathers? What is going on? It's painfully obvious. I don't think it's set up all that well. It feels like they rewrote the whole script to make her work with the story. And I would have rather have just had a movie that focused on the friend group with Mickey being there, being involved the entire time, and then having him be the big reveal. And then maybe you could say, if you still wanted that connection to Billy Loomis, which I don't think is necessary, but if you really wanted that connection to the original killer, you could have Mrs. Loomis like being the mastermind of the whole situation of a brand new group of killers. That could be cool. That could be original. That could make it purposeful for why she's there. To me, it's like, yeah, everyone loves the motive of good old fashioned revenge, but I just feel like if my child started killing people and the people that he was trying to kill and killed him, I would be utterly upset and embarrassed. I don't think I would ever show my face in the light of day ever again. That to me is more realistic, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's interesting. I never. I don't know. I never got that feeling. That's interesting to hear. I mean, and that's cool, because, that's what I did. What I do a little video. Well, I already told you that I did a video on Nev, but I asked everyone to rank the franchise in the comments section of that video, and man, it's so fun because the rankings of these movies are so different amongst everybody. And I love to see how we all love the movies, but we all view them a little bit different. We all have our favorites, I should say. And
they're all good. Yeah, I think they're all good.
There's not a bad one in the bunch. And what's fun, though, is to see how varying our views are of our favorites and least favorites. Like one person puts Scream 2 before Scream 1. Another one had Scream 4 as their favorite of the entire franchise. And, yeah, I mean, it's interesting, man, how you see it. Different people see it. I love that.
And I will say that's my only complaint about Scream 2. Like, I think maybe if we got into some nitty gritty stuff, like I could find something else, but like that's really my only thing. I think everything else is set up very well. Yeah, it's very fun. It's very interesting. We also have another guest. welcome the decider of fates, the antithesis of the stew train. Fate decided. What is up, buddy? What is going on?
Oh, there he is.
What's going on? I can't stay very long because I'm just wrapping up my workday, but I saw you reach 10K, so I had to come on at it for a few minutes, say, love you, man. Proud of you. Reach 10K. What a milestone, man. I'm upset because I was supposed to reach it before you.
Yeah, you're trying. That's right.
That was like my life goal, even though I was like 4,000 away. But it didn't matter. So now I have to beat you to 100K. That's what this means.
Well, it's the race is on.
You got a little head start. It's okay.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. So, yeah, but thank you so much,
everyone.
man. I really appreciate
everyone
it.
in the chat. Sorry. No. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying thank you for coming on. Thanks for saying hey.
Of course, man, of course. I wish I could actually stay, but yeah, like I'm right in the middle of a crazy work day, so I gotta go. I gotta go wrap it up. But I wanted to at least show face and support you, man.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that.
Craven.
Yeah.
How dare you? No, I'm just joking. What's up, man?
What's up? What did I do?
You just want to fight.
I do. The stew train. No, I love you guys,
Heck
man.
yeah.
You know that. But
Absolutely.
yeah, you guys have some fun. I'm sorry I can't stay, man. I really am. I wish I could chit chat with you guys for a little bit, but
no, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, get your work done. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hey to everybody. So,
all right, guys. See you later, Craven.
Cool, buddy.
Congrats
See you, man.
again, Jake. Bye.
Thanks. See ya.
See you, man.
Cool. So that was
Nice.
fun. That's nice.
Yeah. Did Knight ever get back with you, man?
I have not gotten a text from him. He's probably either still sleeping.
He might be snoozing. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's awesome. Thank you to Faith Decided for coming on, guys. If you have not subscribed to him or Craven Something Scary, by the way, make sure to subscribe to both channels. Guys are awesome. And the Night Watch Zone. He's not here, but yeah. Subscribe to him too. He's awesome.
Heck yeah.
So
Jake,
anyways,
what are your rankings, man? You want to do? Are you saving that for a video or?
I've already made that video, technically.
You made that video. Okay, all right. So I haven't done one yet. I still haven't done one yet.
I'm really, it's tough. It's really tough for me. I probably still have the same ranking, where mine is starting from the bottom 3, 2, 4, 5, 1, but 4 and 5 are so interchangeable for me. Like I don't know which one I like more. Like I'm starting to lean a little more towards 4 actually, but we were just talking about the Ghostface duo, and I definitely like Richie and Amber more as a duo than Jill and Charlie, I think. Although that's tough because I think Jill I ultimately like more than both Amber and Richie, but Charlie brings that down for me. Like he's just Charlie. There's nothing bad or good about him. There's not too much to his character, and that's why I'm just.
There's really not. No, that's true. There's not a lot. It's just kind of the film dude, film club at school, and Stab-a-thon. Right? That's about it.
And whenever he's on screen, too, he's with the most annoying Scream character of all time,
Oh,
Robbie Mercer.
Oh, Robbie. No love for Robbie.
No love for Robbie, man. I'm sorry. I just don't care for him. He's so obnoxious to me. I don't know. That's just my opinion on him. But yeah, him and Mrs. Loomis, nah. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, dang. So give me your ranking again, real quick. What is it again?
So yeah, probably 3, 2.
Hold on,
4, 5.
Wait. I'm sorry. So from first to last.
First to last. Okay.
From most favorite to
top
least favorite.
to bottom. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
So favorite is 1, of course. I feel like 1 has to be number 1.
Yep.
Maybe 5, maybe 4, 2, 3. Like 4. Like I said, 4 and 5 are so interchangeable. I don't know. At this point, I'd have to.
Right now, if you didn't give the firm answer, your soul is sold to the devil. What is the answer right now? The ranking you can change it in 5 minutes. So
yeah. Probably I lean more towards 5, but there's a really good argument to put 4 above 5. So yes. I'm gonna say 5 for now. I'm gonna say 1, 5, 4, 2, 3 is how I feel about him.
1, 5, 4, 2. 1, 5, 4, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah. What's yours?
Are you dying to know?
I don't know if I can handle it, Craven. I don't know.
This is a lot,
head might
people.
Explode.
Buckle up. Now, my ranking is 1, 4, 2, 3, 5.
Wow. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You like 3 more than 5? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I do.
Hot take.
That's a hot take, buddy. Let her rip. That's it. I'm spitting the facts, man. That's as of today. That's my ranking, man. Now 5 has a chance. I'm not closing the door on it having an opportunity to, get promoted up in the rankings and move up the corporate ladder, if you will. But it's going to take a lot more viewings because right now it's pretty firm at the 5th spot. So
Yeah.
I'll watch it another 10 times. If by the time I get to 20 to 30 viewings, dude, if that thing has not changed in my mind, it's going to probably end up staying there. And we'll see.
I just 3 just has too many problems for me to not put it at the bottom. I think it's good. I think what they salvaged from that film is like, okay, hey, that's what they made with it. Okay, good. It's a good film. It's banging. But it just still has too many things that are so different from your typical Scream movie that just, I think it bugs me a little too much. And 5 actually does have some of those elements, which is like surprising. Like Billy Loomis being a Force ghost. Like, why did they bring that back? It didn't work. For me, it didn't work personally in Scream 3. Why would they bring that same concept back for Scream 5? I don't know. It's strange.
I don't know. And Maverick Media has a comment here, and I'm feeling the same way. He said for him, 5 moves further down the more he sees it. And see, that's the problem, Jake, I told you the other day. Because as I've watched it, I call it the shine. The shine is wearing off. And so it seems like every time I see it, it just a little bit, I'm like, yeah, I don't like it quite as much as I did, a few viewings ago. But I still like the movie. And I make that very clear, and you have too. I like all the movies. I like all 5 of these movies. Like there's not a bad one in any of these. They're all good.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of personal preference of what you're in, and a lot of it is what you're in the mood for at the time, right?
Oh yeah.
100%. Our moods can dictate how we feel about something at any given moment, and that can change. So, and like you said, you're struggling now with 4 and 5, which you could change that tomorrow, and 4 can be back up.
4 might be my second favorite, honestly. Like the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, actually, I actually really like 4. What is Carrie's? How would Carrie rank it?
Carrie, what is Carrie's ranking? I'm curious as well.
All right, mods, if you're in the chat, Devontae's putting some toxic things in there that I'm not. Sorry, Devontae, but I'm not caring for that kind of talk.
Time to go bye-bye.
We're gonna put you in timeout if you keep saying things like that. So, yeah. Lindsay, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I did just ask Carrie her ranking, but thank you, Lindsay. I will. Yes, hopefully Carrie puts that in there soon. I would love to discuss that. So,
Carrie, what are you doing? Where's your ranking at? Come on.
What are you doing, Carrie?
You're teasing it. We got super chats coming in for you, and there's nothing. What are you doing?
Kelly says, it is more for the new generation. I find it more enjoyable. Chad is going to be the new Dewey. Tara is going to be be the end killer with Stu. Sam will overcome her demons. Hot takes from Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
So, Craven, my video today.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was going to lead into a question.
You're good.
So my video today, I talked a little bit about these new characters and how I feel like if they push them aside, we're going to be going the Last Jedi route, and it's just this next film's going to suck if they try to focus on other things in the franchise. How do you feel about that? Do you see potential in these new characters, like maybe being somewhere even the smidge close to the legacy characters after a couple of movies? Do you think we could build up these characters to that point over the course of a couple of movies?
Ooh, what a question. I mean, I'm skeptical. Let me say it that way. I'm skeptical. Not to say that we can't like these characters and stuff, and some might say absolutely 100%. I think that I would want to have seen a stronger start. Oh, hold on. We should cover this here.
Oh, I was gonna let you go, and then I was just gonna have.
No, let's do it now. Let's knock it out now. It's all good. Let's do it.
Heck
now.
Yeah. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2. Okay.
Like,
well, that's real creative, Carrie. We're just gonna go right down the. No, that's all good. Listen, nothing wrong with that at all. Although 4 is pretty low. I'm okay with because 5 is my last 2, but 4. Wow. Okay. And listen, again, that's why I love these things, Jake, because there's no wrong answer. It's just what everyone feels about them, and I love that. How we all have different. We move the stuff around differently, and I think that's cool. All right.
4 to me is such a banger. I don't know. There's something about 4
is.
that just hits different for me. So I probably like the only reason I would put 4, like I think the big reason I put that below 5 is because of the characters in 4. I don't like a lot of them. I feel like the characters in 5 are easily way more memorable. 4 has my least favorite characters, honestly. Besides
Least
like
favorite
Kirby.
characters?
Kirby's
Okay.
awesome. Like Kirby's fantastic. But then like Trevor.
Well, he was
Robbie,
only in like 2 scenes. I mean,
I know. It's like the characters are very forgettable in 4. I feel like for the majority of them. Olivia, besides her kill, she's just kind of, you know. But Screams 1, 2, and 5, I feel like have amazing characters, like really well done aspect to it.
Well, speaking of characters, so kind of back what we're talking about. So, can the Scream 5 characters reach a level of where we adore them in the same way we adore Dewey, Gail, Sydney, Randy, right, and all these folks? So from the past. And sorry about my dog, man. That's driving me nuts. Hope it's not driving you too bad, too wonkers.
He's just excited about Scream, you know.
He's very
just like,
excited, and I made the mistake of telling him about the 10K earlier, and that started it off. But so yeah, I think that they have there's some likability. But listen, Mindy, I know that a lot of people adore her, like the new Randy, and I enjoyed her little requel speech. I thought that was awesome in their house. That was great. But here's a huge difference, Jake, between Mindy and Randy. Randy was lovable, laughable, had a sense of humor. He was charismatic more. Mindy is absolutely opposite of him. She has the movie knowledge, all right? She's got that part down. But she is, for the most part, cold, unfeeling. She's when they're talking about Tara, supposed to be her really good friend. She's talking about how she could still die very coldly, like when Amber's trying to actually show a little bit of emotion, and she's like, "Well, she could still die." She's like, "Dang," or whatever she says, Mindy. And never once during the whole thing did I ever recall a scene where she actually was fun. Like a fun, lovable kind of person. She's very cold. It actually wouldn't surprise me to see her be a killer because of the personality she demonstrated.
Interesting. That's really interesting. To me, it comes off as just like a pitch black sense of humor. Like when she's going down, like I don't think at this point she doesn't know like Amber is the killer when she goes down. Mm-hmm. I almost feel like she cares about Amber. You know what I mean? Like Amber is her friend. And she's like, I don't want you to get killed. And I'm going to give you some advice on how not to get killed. And she goes about doing it in a way that, yes, can be seen as kind of harsh. But I think that's just her character. Like, I don't think she's as cold as how some people take it, I guess. Some people are just like that. That's how they show affection for other people. In like a, how do I put this? And like it's tough. It's almost like tough love, and it's like that's just my sense of humor. That's just who I am. I'm this darker kind of person. That's what I always got from Mindy. But I can see that aspect. I can see taking it that way. Personally, I think she's just goofy and silly, and she's also like she smokes pot. She's eating Doritos. She's making out with Francis. She's a free spirit. You know what I mean? I like her for that reason.
And that could be very much a part of it too, being so subdued. From taking in all the the weed and what have you. So
one thing, by the way, I am so sorry about Devontae. I have officially blocked him. I've given him so many choices, so many chances to not be a jerk in the chat, but I have officially blocked him. So he's no longer going to be able to post anything in the live chats. Just so everyone knows.
Good on you, man. I have basically one strike you're out policy on my channel. One strike. I don't do multiples. I don't. I'm like, you know what? I'm just talking in general. But if anyone ever enters any of my live streams and there's even one thing that is remotely along these kind of lines, it's one and done, and all my mods know it, and that's it. And I can move on without that view. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt me at all.
Yeah, so. And I just want to say to everyone in the chat, like a big thing, like listen, I love talking about horror movies, but one of the biggest things that I found doing this channel that I love so much is creating a very positive, not toxic community of people where we can all just express our views on horror films and not be judged, not say nasty things to each other. So let's all try to lead by example. Like let's all try to be that person in wherever group you go to. That's a big thing I want everyone to take away from this channel. Not just the horror movie fun and logic and all that. It's just like, hey, be a nice person. Be good to each other. Be good people, as Dead Meat says. Be kind.
Yeah.
That's a very important thing, I think, with just being human beings that we could use a little more of in the universe nowadays.
Isn't life and responsibilities and real stuff enough stress, enough negativity where, you know, we want to come here to talk about movies that we love and just have fun? I mean, you know, we don't want to bring each other down. The point of this is to bring each other up. Let's lift up one another. And if we have a differing view, like with Jake and I, how our rankings are really different. But I think that's a cool thing. It's like, you know, I think because it tells me that, man, I'm going to look at that. I'm going to watch that again. Let me kind of hear what he's saying. I'm going to remember that when I watch Scream 5 again. When I watch Mindy again, I'm going to try to look at her and think, well, hold on a minute. Let me make sure I'm not going too like into this one thing with her. Maybe I am. And so, but see, we need to be willing to all be to come to that place where we respect each other. And this is we're here to have fun. This is here to have a good time. And, you know, negativity and hate and all that stuff, there's no place for that in what we're doing. This is a place to support one another and build each other up. And, man, so, you know, it's just the way it should be, Jake. And the good news, hey, here's the good news. As channel owners, we get to make sure it's that way on our channels.
Yeah,
we can control that. So, anyway.
Yep. So be nice or you're blocked. So,
there you go. That's right. Yeah. Be nice or you're blocked. We need to get shirts made up. Be nice or you're blocked.
Exactly.
Hey,
so
go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's all good. We got some more Mindy talk. Mindy was unemotional, but I think she's just has a darker sense of humor.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, right? You guys are agreeing with me. She was that the point I was talking about was mostly, and I get the dark humor, and I have no problem with dark humor. My biggest thing was kind of emotionless. She just was that was my biggest point. Like if you take Randy and Mindy, bye Tabbitha. Take Randy and Mindy, you know, personality-wise, you see what I'm saying? I just don't know if she will be as revered or, you know, down the road as Randy was. That's the thing. I don't know. We'll find out, right? We'll find out. And again, it's so hard to. It's almost not even fair for us to compare, you know, these people to Randy and Stu and Billy and all of them, you know, Sid and Dewey, because what it's going to be. I don't think anyone. The only way I could see them being as revered as the originals is if your first Scream experience is Scream 5. Like you have no history with the movie at all.
That's fair.
I think then you could.
Those characters are iconic, you know what I mean? And
exactly.
I think if they want, this is just really funny. I had to put this on the Shorty Meeks.
Shorty Meeks.
We're bringing the scary movie universe into the Scream films. Let's merge those universes.
That's hilarious.
Maybe not, but that was just really funny.
Yeah.
But I think they have an opportunity here to make some great characters. I'm sure there are longtime fans of this franchise that will be like, well, you know, they're never going to live up to Randy, Dewey, Gail, and Sydney, and I totally understand that. Like that's totally I totally get that. But to me, I just feel like if they decide to focus on the legacy characters again, and they don't even try with these new characters at this point, it's going to be a Last Jedi situation. Like they just. With that next movie in the Star Wars franchise, they tried to listen to exactly what the fans were saying. They're like, well, we don't like Finn. We think Rey should go in this direction. We think this should have happened in 7. You tried to take all those ideas and make a film out of it, and it completely ruined the trilogy to me. You listened to the fans too closely, and you could have just built up those characters in a certain way where it would have been like really climactic and crazy to see the ending. We might have ultimately been like, well, you know, Finn's cool, Rey's cool, but they're not as cool as you know, Luke Skywalker and Leia and all that. Yeah, sure, but at least it was a good story. You know what I mean? Like, if you just give us something that's crap, like then it's crap. That's what it is. And Scream 6 will suck if they try to just sideline those characters. Is how I feel about it. It will. I think it would be so out of place for them to do that. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I jumped in too soon. So are you? So am I am I interpreting this correctly then that there's some concern on your part of the current rumor that Gale is going to be the central focus of 6? That's kind of rumors been out there for a little while. Is that where that's coming from? Because Scream 5 they really, I felt like they didn't do that. I mean, they killed Dewey, of course, but I mean, I thought it was pretty balanced in Scream 5 between the legacy and the new.
I agree.
Overall.
And like, also that's how I feel about Star Wars 7. Like, I feel the same way about that. But then there was a lot of backlash, and there's been some backlash about Scream 5. And I hope Radio Silence is also a very similar party to the people who were behind the new sequel trilogy. They were fans. They're big fans of what essentially is Scream. They love it. And I just really hope I hope their approach to it isn't exactly the same, where they're like, well, hey, we're fans. We want to do what the fans want to do, so we're going to listen exactly to them. That never ends well. That it has never one time in history ended well, and I hope that's not the case. And yes, it is May the 4th, so we can talk about Star Wars here. Exactly.
May the 4th be with you.
Mighty Maymon, thank you so much for coming on in. Thank you on the congrats. He hit 10K. Oh, did it actually update on my page? I wonder if it did or not.
I just let you know, Tammy Newborn is Devontae Hunley under a second name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it is?
No, for real. I'm not kidding.
Tammy Newborn is?
He's back slamming again. I have to get him blocked.
Cool. I'll just block this user as well. I read that comment. I'm like, cool. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, once again, blocked. So cool. I want Halloween Ends to be full of stalking and Michael to be kept a mystery.
Oh, thank you.
Let's shift the conversation a little bit. Craven, you clearly like this a lot. How do you feel about this, about Liam's comment here?
There was a song, I got to be careful because I don't want to get you in trouble with copyright. I'm going to sing it a little bit differently, so it may not sound right. I want you to know, Liam, you're my hero.
I need a hero. Okay.
No, Liam's my hero. Oh, that's bad. That was really bad. Liam, yes, I felt like you reached into my brain and just pulled out a thought and put it in the chat. Yes, lots of stalking. Let's get back to some good stalking, 78 style, where it's a hunt. It's not just walk, thrash, cut. And I love kills. You know I do. But the hunt, like we felt in 78. When the stalking, it was so much suspense built up and getting to the kill, not so much the kill itself. Remember, it was more about getting there. So I want the stalking and I want the mystery. No Shamrock, no mask, no towers, mystery.
I agree, and I would like to see that in Ends, because that's something I feel like is missing from both Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, is like the build-up to the kills. It's almost like we don't really get too much crazy Michael Myers action until the third act of that original film, and I think that's why it's set up so nicely. You get to meet the characters. Sure, there's he kills the mechanic or whatever in that one scene. It's off screen, but you see the body. But we don't really get a really visceral kill until nighttime, which is like the third act of the movie. So I think if they want to replicate that in Ends, I would be totally down for it. Like, that would be really cool. I liked Halloween 2018's arguably one of my favorite sequels in the entire franchise. I really like it. Kills is okay. It's brutal. You know what I mean? It's brute. I love the brutality of it. But with Ends, let's dive back to the original a little bit, structure-wise.
Yes.
With that, I totally agree. Keep the mystery alive. Let's show him stalking a little bit. Yeah. No, I agree with you there, Liam.
Yeah.
100%. Do you like Star Wars at all, by the way, Craven? I was going to ask you that.
So 7, 8, and 9 are wretched bastard children. But I do enjoy the original episodes 4, 5, and 6. The original Star Wars. And I enjoy Rogue One immensely. I think that was the best written movie post 3 or 4, 5, and 6 personally. So I can watch those 3 and Rogue One all day. I do enjoy Solo. I thought Solo was done well. I've watched that several times. Those are my 4 Star Wars movies. Anything outside of those 4 is in dark territory. I know 7's not terrible. 7's not terrible. It's not. Yeah. But it's the best in my opinion. But 8 is my resurrection. I will never, ever again watch that movie. Ever. And 9, JJ tried to salvage Rian Johnson's mess in 9. He tried, and even though I know he's trying, I still felt it fell extremely flat. So that's how I feel about it. And then the prequels, dude, come on now. I can't do the prequels.
What about 3? How do you feel about 3?
Okay. Dang it, you got the loophole on me. All right.
Because I think 1 and 2 are whatever, but 3 is okay.
Yeah, 3 is not terrible. 3 is not terrible.
That ending is so good, though.
That's the best part. Give me the final act of that third movie. Just don't make me have to see. What's the actor's name who plays Anakin?
Hayden Christensen.
Oh gosh. Look, he makes Melissa Barrera look like Doc Al Pacino. All right, in terms of stiffness. If I see him with what's her name? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. The name's the mother, Leia's mom. Oh my gosh,
Padme. I was like, I couldn't think of it either. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was blanking. I was about to say Palpatine. I said, no, he's not having a baby with Palpatine. That's not. They're doing something else, but not that. Anyway, those scenes were just brutal. I'm sorry. It was so bad. But I enjoy that third act. I will give that third act some love.
Yeah,
and hopefully, go ahead. Yeah,
I pretty much agree. I think most of the prequels are kind of like I don't even know why we got these considering the story. I love the ending of 3 though. It's just so like, oh god, that's awesome. But I'm very excited for the Obi-Wan show. Craven, if you have not seen The Mandalorian or Book of Boba Fett, by the way, it's easily the best Star Wars thing we have gotten from Disney. Like easily, I love Rogue One. Don't get me wrong, but I think The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett were just such a great story.
I forgot Mandalorian. I love Mandalorian, bro. Okay, I totally forgot that. That was so good. Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, I have not seen yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's not as good as The Mandalorian, but I think it's still really good. Like I still really liked it. I was like, okay, this is very impressive. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but like a lot of it is the part of the Mandalorian story too.
Oh, nice. Yeah. All right, I got to watch that because people have been talking a lot about that. How good
you kind of need to see it going into the next season of The Mandalorian too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I won't say any more than that. I won't say any more than that. And I won't spoil it for you. But yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes me add a little more sense of urgency. So thank you.
100%. But yeah, so happy Star Wars Day to everybody. We'll keep it on track with the old horror talk though. Just wanted to have a little side. I don't get to talk about Star Wars ever on my page. So hey, come on, I want to throw that out there.
Why not? Well, actually, you could make the case, Jake, that episode 8 with Rian Johnson is a horror movie. That is a horror show. So I guess if you want to get real technical, that's pretty. It's a horror to watch it. So
as a Star Wars fan, it's one of the scariest things I've ever seen. So
that's right.
I'm excited. Hayden Christensen is going to be back for the Obi-Wan show. I think.
Heard.
I'm interested. I'll check it out. He's not the best choice for Anakin, but I will check it out. I will watch it.
Jake, what's it been? 15 years, right?
15,
20 years,
maybe even longer.
I mean, he could have gone to acting school. He's probably a lot better now. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Believe it or not, he's a grown man. Let's see what he can do now.
The one thing I'll give him is that I think he's trying to copy Mark Hamill, because Mark Hamill's a little whiny in those original films. Like people forget that, and Hayden Christensen was just trying to mimic that a little bit to be in the same lineage. He's Luke Skywalker's father, yeah, of course. So true. I get why he did it, but once again, it's one of those things that's just like, So,
Maverick Media, thank you. You're reading my mind. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly.
And I get it. I totally, I feel it. I still enjoy the prequels, but they pale in comparison to that original trilogy for sure.
Oh my gosh, Empire! Oh, friggin' Empire!
Oh my god,
dude, is that not the masterpiece of the whole franchise? Would you say?
Easily, yeah. Empire Strikes Back is a masterpiece from beginning to end. I think. I love it. I really love that film a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't seen it in forever too. I gotta. It's on Disney Plus, but in shitty quality. So I want to actually buy it and watch. Yeah, dude, that and The Simpsons, if you watch on Disney Plus, looks horrible. It's what is going on? I don't know. So I really want to buy. I want to buy the original trilogy and just have them, just to have them. But let's get back on track with a little bit of Halloween ends.
Let's do it. Let's go.
So
let's do it.
We were talking a bit about the radio radio tower theory. So, Craven, how do you feel about this? Do you think that's going to be a really significant plot point? Do you think this is going to be something that is, Michael Myers' mask he's being controlled by Silver Shamrock and all that? How do you feel about that?
Man, I'll tell you what. One of my biggest fears is that to become a reality. I would take almost any other scenario of this movie, however shady it might be. I would probably take anything except the radio tower, but the only reason I harp on it is because, or I don't really harp on it, but I do bring it up fairly often because of the one line. Well, David Gordon Green, of course, said that radio tower is going to be a significant role in ends. That was the first thing. That's what got all of our radars going to it. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's one line, and I'm not gonna quote it directly. My dog's trying to quote it now. Hang on, I'm not there yet. All right, so
patience,
dude. Hang on, settle down, buddy. So there's this one line in 78, and where Loomis is talking about Michael. Remember, and he says he was staring out the window, basically as if he's waiting for some type of silent alarm, some silent signal or something to signal him. Dude, I just can't stop remembering that line, Jake. It's driving me nuts.
You have a point. I see what you're saying, but to me, it's just like, could you imagine if they've been setting up this like super serious like Michael character this whole time that's not paranormal or not supernatural in any sense, and then they just randomly go with that in this next film? Like, to me, it's just like, that'd be such a like, really? Like, come on. Keith, I don't know if I've said hi to you yet, but hello, Keith. Welcome.
What's up, Keith?
Danny McBride is rumored to be the DJ, which kind of leads me to my next question. Do you think maybe, since David Gordon Green has a history of setting up little tiny details in the previous movie that have become big plot points in the next film, do you think that the radio tower could be leading into a DJ type character, like someone who is reporting on the murders or something in the town of Haddonfield?
Yeah, it totally could, man. And it would not be a surprise to me if we see like someone who's a new character that's introduced, that's maybe becomes an integral part of this, of the story, who works at the radio station. That totally, I would not be surprised to see that. I do think that the whole radio towers with the signal is probably not going to happen. I don't expect it to happen because it really would. David has to know if he goes that Silver Shamrock route, and I know that, some people say, every time I bring the name Silver Shamrock, someone inevitably says, that's not in the timeline. I understand that. But David Gordon Green has already put the masks in the movies. The Shamrock masks are in there. And you don't have to have it be Silver Shamrock. It could be something else. But the same principle applies, right? That's what I'm talking about. So if you go the Shamrock principle of controlling through waves, like that was TV, through whatever, the radio tower, I think that would really cheapen this trilogy, man.
Yeah, like they're setting it up to be that everyone thinks he's supernatural. Everyone thinks he's like something more than a man, like some kind of demon, but he's not. You know what I mean? And that's what's scary about it. It's the psychology behind the character. That's what this whole new part of the franchise is trying to get at, I think. And I don't know. To me, it's just like, yeah, if you actually go through with it, you're ruining all of that potential of making it like asking Michael to say something, but not actually saying something is what's so scary. Carrie wants to come. Yeah, absolutely, Carrie. Carrie can come on for sure. She wants to talk about. She wants to talk about the
cinema.
Radio.
She keeps talking about this radio tower, Carrie. I think you just need to get on the stream and just come talk to us about it. Let's dispense with the typing and commence with the talking. How you like that, Jake? You like that wordplay there? You like that?
That was fantastic. That was a good little thing there. I just sent you a link on Twitter. So hop on in and say howdy, hey.
Hey man, look, you know how the three of us closed down my stream Monday night. That was epic. That was an epic closing. You guys weren't there. Stream. You guys missed it. We closed out to what time? 3:30 in the morning, something 4 o'clock. Jake.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. It was a late night, but it was a lot of fun. I got really loopy and I said some whack shit. So
You did. In fact, I'm going to start. Come on, Carrie. Just get on the stream. Come on. What are you doing?
Come on, Carrie.
What are you doing?
Come say hey. What are you doing? Hey.
What are you doing? You're eating. Well, you know what? That's what microwaves are for. Come on. What are you doing? Come on.
Come on in and say, what's up?
What?
Like, come on. Did you like that, Craven?
I absolutely loved that. You are full of surprises, brother.
You never know. You never know when it's gonna come. Just like bees, bees are really scary. When
No!
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. I swear.
No, hit it, man. Hit it again. Come on, give us the bees.
Give us the bees.
Give us the bees.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
I just love that. It's just fantastic.
I love it.
We got a super chat from Carter. Thank you so much, Carter. I appreciate
Carter. Yo, what's up?
that. Going to buy a new streaming mic right now. Tons of horror content and streams coming soon. Nice. Also, I think
Rock
the
on.
cell tower won't be as integral as expected. So first of all, everybody, Carter Scotland Allen has an awesome little page. Make sure to check it out because he talks about he loves shark movies. We just went on an absolute tirade about shark movies yesterday. It was a lot of fun. So make sure to check out his page. Thank you for the super chat, Carter. And I hope, get a crazy new setup and all that, man. Go full force with it. So,
Heck yeah.
and Zoe Crawford just coming at me, trying to take down my channel. Hope you get negative 10K subs. Dang, Zoe. Well,
Wow.
I hope you eat a sandwich full of poop in it. There you go. Yeah. Correct.
And you guys used to be good friends, man. That's terrible.
And we used to cuddle every single night. Now no longer will there be any cuddling. So those are fighting words, Zoe. No, I'm just kidding. Wicker Man remake is terrible. It's something. It's something. Yeah.
All right, Jake. I got a text, and this is not a joke. This is a real. I actually got a real text just came through, and it says,
What's up?
It says Viagra is getting old. You have a much better chance of beating ED with this. Time to surprise her with an hour she won't forget.
Okay.
Just popped up on my phone. Not even lying.
All right, you got it.
Where does this stuff come from, dude? What? Yes.
Someone was like, "Hey,
dude, come on now. What are you doing? What are you doing?"
I'm not going to respond. Even if that was something I was looking for, I don't think I would answer a text message for that.
No.
You know what I mean? That's no. What? That's
First of all, find somebody who has a problem because you're texting the wrong guy, and then secondly, I don't want what you're selling.
Yeah. I don't. Whack. Totally whack. Whack stuff right there. Thanks for sharing.
I just had to share that. I thought you might like to hear my newest text.
I love hearing about all the the Viagra texts that you get. Oh yeah. No, Johnny says, any news for the casting for Scream 6? So not a whole lot, unfortunately.
No.
We know nothing. I guess there was some rumor out there on Twitter. This isn't true. Not something that I've seen yet to be confirmed, but the girl from Fear Street 94, which I can't remember the actress's name who played Kate. Kate was her name, maybe. I can't remember specifically, but someone was tweeting about that earlier today. I don't think that's true, but I could 100% see her, maybe Maya Hawke too, also from Fear Street 94, possibly playing some kind of role in this next film. I think that would be great. I really loved both of them in that film, so to see them come into the Scream franchise, hell yeah, for sure.
You know the name, Jake, and I know you love her as well as I do. Samara freaking Weaving. Come on. Please bring Samara into this movie.
Absolutely. 100%.
Man, do you know what I watched the other
Jordan?
day? Hey, Jordan, what's happening? Do you know what I watched the other day for the first time? Yes, I'm late to the party. I understand. Way late. The Babysitter.
Oh, nice.
Samara Weaving.
Yes, I love The Babysitter.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
What a great movie and a sequel.
Oh, yeah.
Watched them both back to back.
The sequel's not as good, but I do
No.
like the first one a lot. So
First one is awesome, man. Absolutely love that movie.
And
It's
Samara
just
Weaving's
so
great.
fun. Oh, isn't
She-
she? She's so great.
she's such a good killer. Like she's so maniacal and so manipulative of your main. Like what's his name? Like I can't. Judah is his, I can't remember. That's the actor's name actually. I can't remember his Cole. There we go. That's his name. Yes. I loved him in that. I think that she is so like just brutal, so evil, manipulative, and I would love to see her bring that to a Ghostface killer. I think the twist in Babysitter 2 is cool, but you don't have enough of Samara Weaving. You really don't have enough of her in that movie. She just comes in at the end.
Little bit. Yeah.
Something's missing. Like I like all the other characters, all of her friends. Like King Batch is funny. The dude that plays Chris in the new Resident Evil film, he's Robbie Amell. He's okay, but it was missing something without her. And Jenna Ortega's a great addition too.
That was cool to see Jenna. Yeah, it was.
That was my first introduction to her as an actress. So I was like, oh, cool. Okay. She's going to be in Scream 6. Awesome. So 100%. Would you like to see a Scream / Nightmare on Elm Street crossover with all the Ghostface victims trying to maneuver through the dream world and defeat Freddy?
Oh my
gosh. Wow. That's high concept. Craven, I'll let you take the first crack at this.
Oh,
one.
nice. Okay. Well, amazing. It's an incredible idea in theory. Listen, at this point, I will take a good Freddy movie however I could get it. If that means incorporating Scream into the universe, why not? Hey, heck, man, what does... I know they're owned by different properties, right? Their IPs. New Line still owns Freddy, right? Is that still New Line, or do you know?
Is it New? I don't know. Is it New Line or Warner Bros? I don't know why I'm thinking.
Oh, it may be Warner Brothers now. I'm not sure. But
yeah, because that last one is Warner Bros. I think, right?
Okay, then. All right.
I could be wrong. I don't.
Yeah. No, it's Warner Brothers. 100%. It is Warner Brothers now because they're renegotiating right now. Remember, to keep the rights.
Right.
So it's Warner Brothers. Dang it! Because if it had been Paramount, you could actually do stuff like that.
Right.
The same. Right. They could have done that. So I don't think it'll be actually happen, but that doesn't matter. In our own fantasy lands, what I like to call it, would I like to see a Scream Nightmare crossover with all the Ghostface victims? I have to say that's a pretty cool idea because they get killed in the movie, and here's the key though: it's got to be the same actors, and only a few of them. Obviously, you've got 20 victims. I mean, it's something like that. It's gonna be you gotta narrow that down to your top 5, and then do they make it to heaven, hell? What happens to them? Or do they just get killed to annihilation?
You got a lot going on in the background there, Craven.
Oh shoot! Sorry, buddy.
No, you're all good. Crazy stuff. So I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here. I'm gonna ask I'm gonna answer a few more questions, but yeah, since we're at 10K, baby, I'm gonna wrap it up, and then I got a Nun 2 video coming out. I'm gonna work on that real quick. So I got a little Nun 2 update for you guys. I don't know if I should do a whole video on that, but hey, maybe, sure, why not? So, yes, yep, got that. But what would be? Do we have any more questions? I'm not seeing any questions. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna just wrap up the stream. Michael versus Jason. Here we go. Last question. Michael versus Jason. Who would win this? Craven, I'll leave it up to you. He's got to think about it. It's a tough question to answer.
Jason, Michael. Oh man, you know what? Whoever can cut the other person's head off first. I think it's 50-50. It's a
pretty
draw.
Evenly matched.
Yeah,
right?
It's a draw. I think so.
Yeah, pretty even match there. I feel like since they're both super brutal killers, and they're very similar, they're brutes that don't talk, it would be kind of an even match. I would lean towards Jason because Michael typically uses a knife. So Jason has been known to use a wide array of different tools. I'd have to lean towards him probably, but yeah. So thank you to everyone. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is Carrie not joining? What's going on? Are we gonna give up on Carrie?
I think she said she had to eat. And I'm not seeing it. So
I saw her say, "Give me a second," but that was a while ago. So I don't know.
Well. Carrie, if you're still here, we'll get you on the next stream. I'm gonna go
There you
live
go.
either Thursday or Saturday this week. So that will 100% happen. So thank you to everyone who joined the stream tonight. Thank you so much for 10K. Holy crap! Oh wait, Carrie's here.
Whoops.
We'll throw Carrie in real quick. What's up, Carrie? What's going on? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome
Hey.
to the stream.
Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Okay, just
We're-
checking because the last time.
We're on
We're at-
pins and needles here for your tower theories.
Although my
well-
video is looking weird.
We're gonna let you pitch let's pitch the radio tower theory that you have real quick, and then I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream, unfortunately. So
Okay.
how do you feel about the radio tower in Halloween Ends? Is this going to be a big thing? Do you kind of outline that in your video, I guess, as well?
Well, I more so said it was like a crazy theory thing because I don't believe it's going to actually be as integral as they want it to be.
I gotcha. So you think it's just going to be like kind of maybe a setting, just a very minor thing, opposed to like being controlling Michael Myers and all that?
Yeah. I was just playing around saying that they were going to put a detonator in his mask and that the wavelengths from the radio tower were going to make him like explode or something.
There's a part of me that does kind of want to see that. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that's awesome. That's good. So everyone, make sure to check out Carrie's video on that and subscribe to Carrie Crave Cinema. So thank you so much for joining us right at the tail end of the little live stream here. Once again, thank you to everyone for the support today, for the getting us to 10K. I greatly appreciate it. We're gonna be wrapping up here, but thank you all for coming. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.
See you guys.